Welcome to the party, everybody. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Risk, Blood, Dirt, and Chrome. We have decided to do another throwback episode, kind of last minute. I kind of whipped this up out of the sludge of my brain, and we will be doing a focus on Iola, set in the year 103 PA in Tolkien. Now, so we're gonna go around and introduce our characters super briefly, and then we'll let me mention our sponsors first. RueInc.com, the mistress of maps, does amazing work. TabletopLoot.com with amazing dice and other gear. So Nerdwear, it's what the nerds wear, and is our merch shop. You can use the code to get 10% off purchases. And Roll20, Roll20.net, and there's a link where you can go and sign up if you haven't signed up for Roll20. And it's an amazing service that we use all the dang time.
We're using it right now. You can see it over there.
Well, you can see the box of it hasn't. No one has rolled yet.
Somebody will roll something. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. All right. So
we also have a Discord and we also have a Patreon.
Yes, our Patreon
Links
is
that way.
Support the channel, and our Discord is active and fun and full of fun. So let's get started with 8-track.
Hi guys, I'm Maxine Bachman and I'll be playing 8-track tonight, the cyborg city rat, and this is my pet, Beta Max.
All right.
Yeah.
Up next is Jelly Slimefeld.
Hello everybody, I am Evan Jennings, and today I will be playing Jelly Slimefeld, basically everybody's favorite guy. Very slick. He's real slick.
All right.
Kevin, did you get it?
Yes.
Kevin, you got it? You got the... Okay,
It
good.
just wasn't funny.
Well, it was, though. You must not have gotten it. See, he's slick. You'll see. You'll get it later. You'll get it later. Fox got it.
We all got it. It's not that funny.
It was very funny, though.
I liked it.
No.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, I'm Michelle Ely. I'll be playing Nova. Where's my paycheck?
Oh, okay.
All right. Iola.
Hi, I'm Kate. I'm playing Iola, who you know already.
Who's
This is
Iola?
before you know her. She's a half fairy wizard thief. She's
Yeah?
cute. Yeah.
She like steal stuff. Is that her deal?
Yeah.
All right. And Lumia.
Hey folks, I'm Fox Barrett, and today I will be playing Lumia, who is a guitar.
You are the guitar, or you play I am a fan of whatever the answer is to this.
You'll figure it out eventually.
You said you are a guitar? Is that what you said?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I feel like I should worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Very important thing.
Jelly, you're too worried. Don't worry about it, honey.
Don't worry about it.
The year is 103 PA. Things in Tolkien, this is late fall 103 PA. Things in Tolkien's are getting a bit tense as they know the tensions with the Coalition have been ramping up and up. Everyone can feel that the Coalition is not going to sit on their laurels much longer. People have been going missing. Some of the border towns between the area claimed by the CS and that controlled by Tolkien has started to see more and more skirmishes. More and more towns just occasionally disappearing with very little report of what has happened. The swarms to the north of Zytikik are still there. The people of Tolkien have an eye on it, but there's not much they can do about it at the moment, especially when they need to focus on the problems with the Coalition. Now, this group is being put together for one job. You've all been gathered into an office in a building in Tolkien, the office of Cherish Portillo. Cherish is a just normal-looking white man, kind of got a beard, kind of bushy like beard, but it's very square at the bottom. His hair is also very kind of bushy and then just perfectly squared up top. It is a very distinct look. He is not unimportant in the recording industry, as well as being well known among those who are in the black market. No one's been able to prove he's in the black market, but everyone knows he's in the black market. So, Cherish brings you all into his office. Welcome, welcome. I see some of you have worked together before. Some of you do not know each other, so we're gonna go around and introduce ourselves to each other, and then I'll give you some information that you may choose to act on or not, and our business going forward will depend on what you choose to do with that information. All right, you starting right there. What's your name? Riley stands up. They are extremely tall. They're about 6 feet, I believe, maybe a little less. Kind of like a bit of a bob haircut in these days, and a little bit of makeup, but not a ton. Very long-limbed, androgynous clothes that are well put together and but not expensive, but well organized. Like someone who knows how to dress, but doesn't exactly shop at the expensive places. They have a black leather jacket with all kinds of like bands stenciled onto it. And they go, I'm Riley. I can open things. They look over at Iola.
Iola is still the same look. Like she looks the same, but she's much younger looking, and she's wearing more bright colors than she does in the normal game. At like, and so she's like just like a wash of color that like is pushed together that maybe she found at some secondhand store and just like threw on, and she doesn't have her leather jacket yet. Gotcha. So it's just like this colorful mishmash of things. And she looks, I'm Iola. I make things disappear.
All right, sitting next to Iola is Nova.
Nova is human, white, has a shaved head, basic, black jacket, black pants, regular shoes, and it's just like, I can get you information.
Next to Nova is going to be 8-Track.
Hey guys, just to let you know, I know all the things about the technological sides. I'm pretty good at the hard wiring thing. So I mean, if that's your game, I'm your gal. And as she like leans back, you can see a kind of winged cat-like creature come down off one of the. I'm not quite sure what the ceiling looks like, but I'm assuming there might be a rafter or something up there.
There's some open rafters here, yeah.
Yeah, off a rafter and land on her shoulder. And she's all cybernetic, cybernetic. There are bits and pieces of like kind of looking like skin, kind of like it was. I don't know how did you describe that? Like
there's a covering of skin, like in Ghost of the Shell, kind of like there is a thin layer of skin over your tech.
Yeah.
Enough so that people aren't really disturbed by it at first.
Yeah. And you can tell she's kind of proud of her cybernetics though. And she leans back and she goes, "Oh yeah, this is Beta Max. She's my baby."
And next to that is Jelly Slimefeld.
So Jelly Slimefeld is kind of right now I'm going to say he's probably in a form because he wants to impress, and here we are with a bunch of new people. So he's kind of tall, kind of thin, wearing a bright yellow Hawaiian shirt and a nice bright white fedora, of course, to look as stylish as possible. But he is entirely, aside from those two articles of clothing, he is entirely made of kind of yellowish jelly-like slime that is in the shape of a person.
Yay!
Features like probably like thinned out cheeks and stuff, but it's not detailed enough to like be a real person. But there he is. So, my name's Jelly Slimefeld. It's a pleasure to meet you all. Pleasure to be here. Pleasure to be here. And I'm really excited for this. Really excited for the opportunity. Although I'm not so sure about this rat with wings. That's a little weird. But hey, I mean, whatever. Whatever floats your boat. I would have choose like a pigeon or maybe I don't know, something that can like grab things, or I don't know what that thing is. Is it a mutant? It's freaking me out. I really don't like its eyes. Anyway, I'm ready to get started.
And last in the line is Lumia.
So, Lumia is. She's a tallish woman. She has long purple hair, like I do, except it's much longer and like way more voluminous. She's got kind of rosy, pale skin. She's wearing a black leather jacket, way too many bracelets on her left arm, way too many rings on her right hand, and like super short like cutoffs with just a pair of just like really beat to shit combat boots. And across her back, she has got slung a hot pink Gibson SG. If you've ever seen, it's a little guitar that's got like the little horns on it. She's got that. It looks like pristine, and it's just slung across her back. Yeah, the name's Lumia. I get shit done. And I break hearts.
Okay. Now you are all here to hear some information. I've got a job.
I'm sorry, some what?
I'm going to give you some information, and you're going to do with that whatever you want.
Alrighty then.
There's going to be a concert in the
Now you have my
tiny
attention.
ass town of Blue Earth.
Yeah.
Now, Blue Earth has a lot of real tall old buildings that didn't fall down yet. Now,
You're an
it's
optimist.
real
I
close
like
to
it.
the border, so it looks like they might be falling down pretty soon if things go the way they're looking. I happen to have found out. I happen to have heard that Lumia will be headlining this concert.
That is
And
fact.
then the day after, the town will be extremely quiet. Now, there's a corporation set up some stuff. They are called Lazel Corp. There's some kind of techno wizard outfit. It's weird. No one really knows what they make. But rumors are they found something. Something called the Azure Eye. We don't know what it is, but we figure they want it kept safe. We offered to keep it safe for them. They said, no thank you, we've got it covered. I have a feeling they were wrong.
Sounds important.
Sounds expensive.
Now, you bring this, should someone bring the Azure Eye to me for protection, I will be more than willing to compensate them thoroughly. 20,000 credits.
A girl could really get her nails done with that money.
You could get them all the way completely redone, down to the
Each?
bone.
Exactly.
Depends on the number that come back. I've got a little discretionary funds. Now, at minimum, 20. We can talk about bonuses for depending on the noise made. We're not looking to make too much noise.
Oh.
Some noise, always factored in.
I mean, you're
Now,
gonna
we
get
all know-
noise if you're hiring me, honey. So.
Yeah, but you know how to make a noise in the right spot.
And that's what my last girlfriend said. It's true. Why is everybody so uptight? I was kidding.
What the hell are you talking about?
I was trying to
Making
think of
noise
a
in the
witty
right
comeback.
spot? That doesn't even make any fucking sense.
Oh, it made
Eight-track
fucking
is just
sense.
sitting there like silently smiling. He is highly
That was
entertained.
a good one. I like that one. I'm gonna take it. That's mine now.
You know.
Alrighty.
Okay. I
I
love
write it
putting
in
art
the
out
book.
into the world.
I just would like to comment that all you remind me of right now is Fred Willard, and I can't unsee that. And now I'm
I don't
just
know who that
really
is.
squicked of seeing Fred Willard as an amoeba thing.
It's not bad. Fred Willard's
Not bad. He's hilarious, but it's just
All right. Now, the group of you are aware of this concert. And you're
I'm
aware that the day after, the town will be suddenly emptied.
I guess it's
Yeah.
gonna be a bad concert.
Careful.
Well, you're the booking agent, so you tell me.
She got you there, buddy.
Yeah, Jelly, why don't you tell them?
What? If it's gonna be a bad concert?
I don't know. You had a smart ass remark a minute ago. I figured I'd just put the ball on the tee for you.
Oh, I didn't know I was making
So,
this
are
concert.
you like a band or something?
It's like something, yeah.
So,
Oh.
For what we need to be, sweetheart.
everyone but Iola and Riley have worked together before,
That is actually really, really true.
generally as a traveling show.
We go around. We put on a little light. We put on a little music. We show people a good time.
After a unfortunate incident in a previous town, they are looking to bring in a little new talent.
And sometimes things go missing. Sometimes people go missing. Sometimes we're short a few people.
We make people happy, and when they ain't happy, they go away. It's a living. Really, it's a living.
All right.
Well, not for them.
No, they're
But for
dead.
us, it is.
Bro.
So, everything here has just been information.
Yep. Got it.
Is there any other information I could supply to you?
Go to Lazel Corp. There's something called an Azure Eye there. Make sure it
Do you
ends up
have
somewhere
any-
else.
Do you have any intel on the Lazel Corp itself? The building?
I have a friend named Biggish Eddie.
He
Is
didn't quite
Is that
he didn't
the
quite
notorious
graduate to
Big Eddie,
big.
or
I don't. He has a reputation.
that's what I thought. Okay.
For being what? Medium size?
Listen, I've met the man twice. He's about my height.
Okay.
Getting a weird
just
energy
seems
here.
like
but
a,
alright.
just seems like an odd fucking name for him. Like, could he not find a nickname for anything else? He had to go
So
with
anyway,
I'm
this
kind
friend
of
of yours,
average
where
height.
can we find him?
He is going to be at a bar called The Sinkhole. It
Charming.
is located not too far from the Lazel Court building in a
Yeah.
sinkhole.
I know it. It's a shithole.
Okay.
Well, less
Sounds like
literally
my
these days.
plans.
Used to literally be less now. They cleaned it
Biggish
up.
Eddie knows a little more.
All right.
Now is Biggish Eddie, he's I assume he's a friend of yours?
Yes.
Okay. Good to know.
We're in a similar revenue stream.
Right. So we don't put the squeeze on him, he should give us the info, yeah?
I wouldn't recommend trying.
Right, because he's average size. I may stretch
Maybe
a
he's
muscle.
not. Maybe he's going with the temper. Biggish temper.
I mean, if he's
Oh,
big-ish,
yeah, that
he
might
is
be. That might
at
be
least
A-track.
slightly above average. I mean, otherwise he'd be average Eddie.
I've known some
That's a
pretty
good
tiny
point.
people with some anger management issues.
Mm-hmm. Like Lumia.
Okay.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Gets loud.
Yeah, it's like you know, I play guitar. I sing. I'm a musician. It's not like I go on stage and it's like, okay, everybody, I hope you're ready to have a good time tonight. No, it's supposed to be loud. It's bombastic. It's my art, Jelly. We've been over this.
The art. I get it. The art. It's the
Well,
art.
this is-
Sure, of course, of course.
While they're all talking, I was just gonna lean over to Riley and say, "Are these people for real?"
Oh, honey, we're the realist.
I
And
didn't
yes,
say it that loud.
It
didn't
doesn't
say it loud.
matter.
It
It
does not
doesn't
actually
matter.
You have made noise in the room where Lumia is.
Mhm.
Damn it.
Yep.
Bullshit.
Riley shoots daggers over at Lumia with their eyes and says, "It's a job. We'll see."
Nova, keep sitting there looking scary. Let's go find this average-looking guy, average-size, biggish, sort of smallish man, and see what information we can get out of him, man.
Yes.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Let's do this.
I love that the characters you make are like the most non-verbal.
Nova, you still got a pulse over there? Come on, what's going on?
In the Discord, so I get to be somebody completely different.
um, Kevin, I want to turn to this guy. His name is Chase.
Cherish.
Cherish. I want his name is Cherish.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn to Cherish. I want to go. Now, Cherish, just so I'm clear, we do this and we do it right, then we're each looking at 20 G's. Right?
I could see my way to 50.
I think he's just trying to make
to-
sure it's
I would
not being
like to
split.
see- I would like to see if he is trying to make this deal sound sweeter than it will actually be in reality. Like if he is telling us this to get us to go do a good job, and then will pay us much less.
All right, you have a special ability. You read people. Roll D20. He will also roll D20.
I will roll a d20.
He
Now
is
I don't
used
get
to
any
lying.
bonuses to my d20, do I?
You get a +2. He gets a +2. So let's just roll him flat.
Okay, I got a 13.
He got a 13.
Ooh! Now we
Here's the
fist
thing,
fight.
though. You're kind of getting the impression, you know, he is as in the black market as you are.
Right.
So you get the impression that he has given you information to let you assume that it's 20 each, but it's not 20 each.
Gotcha.
It seems that he is willing to go as high as 50.
Just in total.
Yeah.
So we're splitting maybe 50 G's.
Depending on who comes back.
Understood. I think that 50 would be well deserved for doing a job under such extreme conditions.
Okay.
Okay. Always a pleasure doing business with you, Cherish. And
I
I
like
don't
to
mind.
Share these times with my friends, speaking information aloud that they may hear it, and then decide what to do with it by themselves.
Absolutely. Oh, you were doing spy talk to me. That's good. I like the spy talk. That's good. Or is this place bugged? How many bugs you got in here?
It needs a little work, I'll tell you that.
Storyteller, are there any bugs in this room?
There's like 7. Each of them seem to be from different manufacturers.
More than you want to know, Jelly. More than you want to know.
Question.
Oh man.
When we came
well.
into the room,
Mm-hmm.
that's probably one of the first things I would do would be to see if it was bugged. And then is there a possible way for me to possibly tap into those bugs just for the hell of it?
Oh, give me your... Do you have electronic countermeasures? I might not have given you that one. Roll a D100, I'll just say.
All right. On D100, coming your way. Bloop.
All right, what'd you get?
56.
56. Okay, that's good enough to know that the bugs are there and that most of them are transmitting. They don't seem to have anything that you can't like override them, but if you give me a roll on your surveillance skill, I will let you give them feedback.
All right.
Ooh.
We don't have our new sheets in Roll20, right? So it's just the...
Yeah, just roll a D100 and
Okay.
compare it to your skill.
Hope for the best.
100, 94,
Yeah, it's gonna be a
My-
miss.
skill in These are my OCC skills?
It's
Or-
under your related skills, your surveillance.
It's definitely gonna be lower than a 94.
Yeah, you got a 55 in surveillance.
Okay.
So it's not gonna. You can't quite. It seems that these things are well encoded. You're not sure how many are placed there by other black market people trying to get a one up. You're not sure how many are like law enforcement. You're not sure how many are like just other interested party or that he is doing himself to record
Okay.
things like that. See first.
So you said Lumia, Jelly, and Nova and I have all worked together before, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if they would have to roll to know what I'm doing necessarily, but I want to do like a specific sit to let them know that there are multiple people. Like,
All right, so you have actually in your cybernetic gear, you have the ability to sub-vocalize things, and Lumia can hear that.
Yep.
Okay.
Make any kind of noise whatsoever, I can pick it up.
Sweet. So I'm just gonna communicate that.
Roll your eyes.
No.
Well, why would I want
Honey, there's like 6 people here that want to see what's going on. So watch your language, Kay.
Is Riley psychic?
I just shoot A-Track a thumbs up.
You're not aware of any kind of meta abilities of Riley. You think they just have, like, well, you would be very aware of him. You think Riley has like a very, very minor telekinesis and very, very few ISP. So like, they can respond to you a little bit, but not over distance and not for very long. So they have like the most basic of telekinesis and like 5 to 10 ISP.
Oh, that's why I was just wondering if they had telepathy or not. Obviously not, so it's fine.
Well, that's what am I saying? Telekinesis. I mean telepathy.
Okay. So if okay, just so I know.
Yeah. So, all right, group. I would like you to please get the hell out.
My pleasure.
Gladly.
Time to make like a tree and exit the building. And I want to.
That's a good one of your better ones.
Thank you. The minute I walk out of the door of his office, my form it drops to this big amoeba, formless kind of amoeba, just with a shirt and hat on. Like the shirt is just sort of on the amoeba, and the hat is just.
Is
Sort
it
of
like
up there.
if Jabba Hutt just went and melted?
Or is it
No,
like-
it's more like
it's like
it's
a
more like I
slime
literally
from-
just became a giant bean-shaped amoeba.
It went from mannequin to beanbag.
Ah, okay.
It's like
And I'm just sort of rolling the part of my body, my flagella, as they take it to
There you
ground.
are, boss. Much better that way, I think. Everybody should
Thanks.
be in their natural state.
Jelly.
Yeah,
Jelly,
I
you
think
that
I've let myself go a little bit. I got a bit of a gut now.
Jelly, you think that guy's gonna try and fuck us?
Absolutely.
Ah, Jesus. Why
But
don't
we can talk about it later. Come on.
Don't they all?
you gotta find a better class of friend, Jelly.
Not in our line of business. This is basically first class. So I want to wait till we're out amongst the street.
The street is you are in Tolkien proper. There is a number of taller buildings, some of which are brick castles or stone castles, some of which are MDC poured concrete brutalist, like skyscrapers, some of which are trees that are built into houses. Tolkien has a somewhat sinister fairy tale vibe to it, and somewhat busy city vibe.
Okay.
You see a dragon just like strolling down the street, full dragon size. You see wizards hovering above on their hoverboards. There's a name for them.
Wing gliders? Yeah.
Wing gliders. Techno wizard devices that allow people who can control magic to hover and whatnot.
Is this place on a nexus?
It is between 3 nexuses, which are well controlled.
Well,
Damn. Holy shit. So this is
Yeah.
like the most powerful magic city.
It
Tolkien
is
don't play.
one of them.
Yeah.
Top
Yeah.
5.
Dang.
As far as anyone knows, or as far as most people know, it is probably the most powerful magic city in North America.
So as we are making our way down the street, I want to be saying, so from the gist I got, he is planning on paying us upwards of 50,000, but it's going to be a one-time payment. We're not all going to get that money, meaning that it's 50,000 to split between all of us, which not so great considering the risk. So
maybe
I'm
if
thinking,
we make the risk a little higher, I'll see a little bit
no,
higher profit.
no, A-Track, there's no need to make the risk higher. What I'm thinking is let's make the pay higher and the risk lower. So what I think is this. Let's go figure out what this average sized gym knows. Once we get that intel, maybe we can find a better buyer.
I
Just
mean,
something
I
to
like the
think
way
on.
you're thinking.
Just something to think on.
I mean, it's not like the guy.
Has this group worked in Tolkien before?
This group has not done a lot of work in Tolkien. They have been mostly on the move. But you and Riley are native to Tolkien.
Have y'all worked in Tolkien before?
I play the road, baby.
Yeah, bit here,
Yeah,
bit there.
you
I
fuck
played a
over
few
the
clubs.
people in
Should be about the
Tolkien.
same.
What?
You fuck over the people in Tolkien. You're not just gonna get like chased by guns. I wouldn't.
Hmm.
I wouldn't.
Well, here's the thing, though, right? This guy didn't hire us. He just left a little information for us to find, which we did.
Uh-huh.
It's very gracious of him.
This is true. This
Yep,
is true.
He didn't hire us.
That's right. I have an idea. Let's just keep following this, seeing where it goes, and we'll see what works out in the end. But I like to have a few aces up my sleeve just in case, and I want to wiggle one of my phalange arms through my Hawaiian shirt.
Good deal. Excellent.
All
You-
right.
You catch a walking mage in the face who curses at you.
Whoa, watch where you're going, pal.
Yeah, hey,
Alrighty, let's
We're-
go.
run into my
let's go
fucking friend
find-
over here.
Let's go.
Just so you know, Nova has her sixth sense going.
It's a city where there is danger in a lot of places, but nothing is specifically targeting you. Every now and then you see like a gang of orcs in biker jackets with motorcycles standing around a bar, or you see a bunch of like a building with pixies kind of like ready to jump on people and mess with them. Though
hip town.
those pixies seem to be very selective about who they do that to.
Mm-mm-mm.
And they see your group and they all wave at Iola.
Yeah.
They're all friendly here, aren't they?
You with them?
No. I just
Oh.
know people.
That'll be helpful.
Not if we're going to some place like Blue Earth.
Riley says, "It sounds like we got two things to do. Maybe three. One, put on a concert. Two,
Done.
wait till something cleans out the town and then visit that building. Three, come back here to a buyer." Yeah?
That's
Well.
it. That's the idea.
And we still gotta hit this Eddie guy up, though, for info. But other than that, yeah.
Yeah, slightly larger than regular sized Eddie.
Abnormally normal Eddie.
Big-ish.
Yeah. Biggish.
Big-ish.
I want to go find Biggish Eddie.
All right. Well, Biggish Eddie is in Blue Earth.
How
So
far is that?
the group does have transportation. Some of you have hover cycles. Some of you have hover cars.
Can I have a hover Cadillac, please?
Yes, you definitely have a hover
He
Cadillac.
has
Do you wanna-
motorcycles.
I
I
I'm totally thinking like
swung
a
myself
swan
in
bike.
there.
Yeah, 8-Track does. What kind of vehicle does 8-Track use?
I'm thinking like a Tron bike or something very similar to it.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
It is a knockoff of a Tron bike on the
Like
harness of a
sleek.
worse hover bike. It's not a great, but it's functional as hell.
Oh yeah,
And
it's
you
Does
made
it
it
have
look
like a
slick.
stream of light that comes out of the back too, so
Oh,
it
yeah.
at least it looks like?
it's pimped out, man. It's pimped
Awesome.
out.
Awesome. This is what we spend our money on. We're just
Iola has,
stupid.
I'm not kidding, Iola has the coolest hover bike. It's like sleek and all chromed out, and it's a racing bike, so it's super aerodynamic. And you have no idea how she would have gotten this.
Nova just has a very functional, regular hover bike, motorcycle. That
And Lumi, are
Yeah.
you in Jelly Slimefeld's stretch
God no.
Cadillac?
Absolutely not.
On.
The smell. Think of the smell.
I was trying to find our
What
old
this
notes
caddy must smell like.
because she had a very specific motorcycle the last time you had me playing her. I can't find it though. So no, she's got
Traveling biker gang. I
I
love
think
it.
it was a
Kinda.
Harley Softail.
yeah. It was a very old timey kind of it was styled after like an old
It's
like
an electric
50s
Harley,
or
we'll
60s.
say.
Yeah, sure. She's got an electric Harley that hovers. It still makes the noise because
Harley.
Northern Gun, y'all.
Well, no, Harley before they folded. Your bike is that old.
Oh shit. That makes a lot of sense actually. Yes.
Yeah.
It's a classic.
And it's in great repair, comparatively.
When I hop onto it, I do not stow the guitar. It's still slung across my back.
All right. Riley's gonna ride with Iola.
Yeah.
So you make your way out of town. Things in town are
Can my Cadillac be
Tense.
pink and can I have fuzzy dice?
you absolutely have fuzzy
And
dice.
I
you could
have
paint it whatever color you want. But
I have my
Leopard
glue bag
leopard
with me,
seats,
too.
please.
It's more
I
beautiful
just
than I
wanna
could have dreamed.
State that I have my go bag that I take on all jobs because
Yeah.
It's made of real leopard.
Riley grabs pretty much the extent of things that they carry on them at any given time. Which isn't too much. Riley doesn't hold on to much. And they have their bag is pretty well, secured on them. Now, as you all travel, you're leaving town, you see things are tense towards the gates. People going out seem to be armed. They seem to be well armored up. It's not merchant caravans anymore. It's military caravans with some merchants. The tensions between the coalition and the city of Tolkien have not hit fever pitch yet. But everyone knows it's dangerous to travel alone. And don't get caught anywhere for too long. Also, in the city of Tolkien, you do see the occasional clearly evil thing. There's the occasional demon wearing like a badge that it says it's okay to be there. There are mages of all kinds. There's shifters who are walking pet imps down the road.
It's not consigning at all.
But you also see what appear to be like some kind of angelic being, what is clearly some kind of priest with a white collar and a shotgun.
Well, I love that.
Have I made contact with Malik yet, or is this before that?
I think you've made contact with Malik.
So I've worked with him before.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said that there are demons every now and again as we drive by.
It's uncommon, but every now and then you can spot one, yeah.
Do we have headphones?
Yeah. You obviously all have a communicator. You can have given each other a...
I wanna blip in so everyone can hear me.
So I technically don't, but you're good. Just speak.
Okay, I know you can hear me.
Yeah.
This neighborhood's really going to hell. Huh?
I mean, there are worse places it could go. Could go to your mom's house. Ow!
Oh, that's good. I'm gonna take that. That's mine now. I have that now. That's my joke.
You do that.
I'm gonna do that.
I turned
that's
Iola,
good.
and then I'm blowing my own brains out.
She's gonna agree back like,
As you
I crank up my radio to whatever it is that Jelly Slimefeld listens to in this futuristic world.
it's
Whatever
lounge
music.
music.
I got
It's
it.
like-
Oh, well,
I
is there lounge music in this world? Because hell yeah, I'd be listening.
I mean,
to
there
lounge
used to be at one point, so
It's Burt Bacharach. You found a Burt Bacharach.
Oh,
Ladies
I
and
was thinking more-
gentlemen, Bet Baccarat.
I was thinking more like Robert Goulet, but sure, whatever.
Robert
know.
Goulet.
Fuck Robert Boulet.
Robert
Goulet.
Goulet's too classy
Robert
for this.
Goulet.
No.
That's
Too
true.
classy.
He is a
Fuck
little
Robert
That's true.
Boulet.
Robert Goulet.
You
I want
have
Richard
Robert Goulet in the
Cheese.
sixth
Richard Cheese,
changer.
please.
You have some very insincere like parody that you just think is true.
Oh, can it also? There's probably a mixtape of just me singing, like lounge music, because I
Yes.
think it's good.
And it's not. It's like really bad, right?
Well,
Yeah, of course.
Can Jelly Slimefield sing?
No, he's a
Okay.
comedian.
God.
By night, he's a comedian.
So that's why you're stealing everyone's jokes. Got it.
Yes, to use later.
Fair.
My crime career is really only to fuel my comedian career.
Your
you
other
see.
crime career?
Hey!
Because you steal jokes. Hey.
So
I steal
Iola's-
people's hearts with laughter.
I mean,
I
that's a
always-
bit of a stretch, but I mean, you do you, boo.
Iola's just gonna
Stretching
whisper
is my thing.
to Lumia. So Lumia, you can hear me if I whisper to you like this.
Yep.
Fucking cool.
I know.
Why are you with these losers?
Jelly's got connections. 8-Track's useful, and Nova, well, she just scares the shit out of everyone.
Well, I don't think
so-
Nova's a loser. I was asking about the other two, but sure.
Okay. Hey, man, I
Now,
don't
here's the
assume
thing:
nothing.
8-Track also
8-Track,
has
you got
ultrasonic
lumped in with
hearing
me.
with their cyber ears,
Oh,
I
shit.
don't know
Right.
what you're talking about.
but the bikes kind of drown out a lot.
I
Wow.
assume we're on
Thanks,
bikes.
asshole. Do my jelly ears hear special?
No.
I probably do, but I don't care.
Everybody loves me. this
And
is
let's
what
be real.
This is what
Iola
I truly
and Riley
believe.
are at the back
Oh
of
yeah.
this pack. There's no way we're up close there.
I'm probably just behind the Cadillac.
Yeah, so you're not going to hear me.
Yeah.
So anyway.
All right. As you make your way down there, you see armed units doing some drills outside the city. You see some mages doing a firing range for fireballs. Above, you occasionally hear a TW aircraft fly above, like a bomber plane powered by techno wizardry.
Whoa.
Those are relatively new.
This place is exciting.
This place is
Uh,
metal as shit.
As
We
you
should
get
stay here for a vacation sometime.
Maybe
Yeah,
get
if
through
you want to
all
be
the-
somewhere really warm, because this place is going to be on fucking fire in a little bit.
Also true. So we can steal whatever we want then, right?
Maybe we turn the down on the Ixnay on the eel stay. Let's get through this one step at a time. We still got to meet.
all right.
You worry too much, sweetheart.
I have a communicator, right?
Yes.
Huh?
I'm going to make sure that 8-Track is not looking at me and send a message to Malik just asking if he's heard of this thing at all.
Remind me who Malik is. Was he your
He's the
contact?
no, he's the guy I worked for. He's part of the was it the council or whatever who ran the war and told Keen and I
Oh,
would
okay.
get the items for him. So it's Malik Savant.
Malik Savant. That's right.
Yeah.
He is your main like go-to guy. This job is not directly for Malik, but
Right.
Malik did like make a connection for you.
Right. And so I'm just gonna ask for intel on this and
He says he's heard of the item. He's heard of that group pulling off some cool shit and getting away with very little rubble. Is the word
Okay.
he uses.
Mhm.
Here's the thing. Riley is kind of known for leaving a little bit of rubble. Like literal rubble sometimes.
Fair.
They're also very good with explosives, but sometimes get a little
Overzealous.
overzealous, yeah.
I have an awkward question. Was that a radio transmission?
No, it was not a radio transmission. It was basically an encoded text.
I am not going to do anything that has to do with radio waves near you. I'm not an idiot.
I'm just
It
saying.
is
I don't
it
know
is
what
encoded.
you're talking about.
There is an encoded message that goes out over airwaves, but it is not a
Eh,
clear channel text.
not looking to pick a fight, just checking.
The
We
the
just
little
like to know things.
the little lock next to google.com is up there. It is a secured site.
Fucking thing's always up there. Whatever.
On your way through, you do see some rhino buffalo and some other rifts sights as you see just a giant bunch of beasts, which are used mainly for food and whatnot. You see farms growing a crop that is not entirely unlike soybeans, but looks to be, I don't know, somewhat sentient. Like like some of the stalks wave at you.
Hey!
I'm just picturing like the car salesman people.
Yeah,
Wacky waving
I said
inflatable arm
wavy tube
flailing
man.
tube man.
Yeah.
except soy plants.
Can there, Kevin? Hey, Kevin. Could I please ask that somewhere in Rifts, we never have to see it and it never has to be mentioned again? Can there be somewhere where wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube men grow out of the ground and live entire life cycles as if they are some sort of native plant to the planet?
There is nothing
Please?
of like that on Earth, but it exists.
Okay. Are they like? I'd like them to be filter feeders, please.
That would make a lot of sense. Yes,
I think that makes a lot of sense.
Just
okay,
like
good.
kelp people.
Okay.
Actually,
thank
on
you,
your
thank
home
you for
planet,
letting that
you
be
did
real.
have something very much like that. Because
I
your home
did?
planet is just about entirely water,
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
with
makes
some
sense.
bits of Earths or bits of land
Beautiful.
masses.
So you see these plants go by, and you're just like, home.
Reminds me of home. Hey guys.
Your home is called Primordia. It's a very primordial planet.
That
That's a
makes
clever
sense.
name for it.
So you make your way into Blue Earth. The city is pretty well walled. You see multiple layers of shipping containers, of MDC material shipping containers that seem to have been then covered in a thin layer of rock, as though some kind of earth warlock kind of melded all of it together into a solid wall. The wall's about 20 feet high. There are gates on a good number of parts of the level. It's a decent sized town in this era, and it is enough to hold a venue. There is what used to be, let's say, a good size, a 2,000 seat theater that you've been booked into.
So we're making the show here at Blue World.
In Blue Earth. There's a show in Blue Earth,
Blue Earth.
tonight. It seems there's a lot of traffic coming into Blue Earth for this show, it seems.
Lumia. Looks like
maybe
there's a
it's
lot
more
of
than
people coming to
2,000.
see you.
Yeah, it's 3,000 seat theater. I don't know, maybe 5.
Yeah, it'll do.
Yeah, it keeps changing because the world is weird.
Seats just appear and disappear sometimes.
So
This is gonna be a great
It's
show.
a-
I can't wait for.
It's kind of like a fade down that one.
Where'd he go?
This
are
is why
we
you
supposed
pay
to
for the
be
balcony.
part of their band? Backing band?
That is the easiest cover, but you could also come into town in another manner. The thing is, coming into town, people are checked and registered.
No, I don't have a problem being the backing band. I just want to know what Lumia needs us to do.
Yeah, I mean, okay, out of character, like, what does everybody play then at that point? Because, like, we talked about this very briefly, but then I had to go eat dinner.
I'm the manager.
Right.
I'm the tech person, tech crew.
Are you the bodyguard?
Okay,
Nova?
Nova?
Sure.
You can either be
Triangle.
in the band
Place
Or the
Oh my
bassist.
Okay, so I could use a bassist, I could use a rhythm guitar, I could use a drummer, and I guess I'm
Riley
singing.
plays drums.
Fantastic.
I
I
probably
can-
should do like some techno like beats in the back.
I can
but
sing and
Keyboard.
play
Keyboard.
guitar.
sound crew.
I
Yeah.
can
Can-
play bass.
Yes, Nova plays
Mhm.
bass.
You just don't.
So I'll rhythm guitar and I can either
Fantastic.
backup vocals for you probably.
Perfect. Fantastic. What's your range? Don't worry about it. Never mind. We're going to drown you out anyway.
Uh-huh.
All right.
All right. So you are
Let's
signed
roll
into the theater. You're shown to a very nice hotel next to it. It is called the Kenshin. Kenshin.
Swank Palace.
I was gonna say Marriott, but
The Swank
um,
Palace. The Swank Palace.
Hilton,
Swank
the
Palace.
Kenshin
You-
Hilton.
Swank
the
Palace.
Kenshin Hilton Marriott.
I like it.
Shit.
It is an old building that has been patched a number of times, but it still stands. It looks like it used to be. What happens to this building is half of it, the sign, half of it is Hilton, and then the other half is Marriott, because two realities overlapped at some point,
Oh, jeez.
and half the building was left here.
Got fused.
and the floor plan is perfect. It's continuous. It's just the style between the fusion point changes drastically.
It's
Disjointed.
loud. It makes a statement. I love it.
And
Seems
you
to
will,
fit our hodgepodge group pretty well.
so the concert is
God,
supposed to be
that little
tomorrow.
thing.
You do a sound check.
I hate it. Its eyes are looking at me.
She's had it for years. You got to get past this, Jelly.
No, I hate it. It's the worst.
She's had it for years. You got to get past this, Evan.
I'm waiting for it to die.
Jelly Slimefeld can see in 365 degrees, so it's like it's always staring at him.
I
Oh,
can't
God.
not look at it, Lumia. You don't understand.
Actually-
this is like a living hell.
No,
there it is. 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 There it is.
I'm gonna lean over to Iola. I may have personally got it just for that reason.
That does not surprise me.
Oh, don't worry, he loves him. Secretly, he calls him Merlin.
Why would I call him
Why?
Merlin?
It's your favorite name ever.
Is okay. We're
It sounds
making
like
canon
Apex
now.
either lying or Jelly Slimefeld's weirder than you thought.
Well, I mean, I know Jelly Slimefeld's weird because he thinks he's funny, so that's why he's weird. But
He knows he's funny,
no,
so he
no.
knows.
All right. So the group settles in the hotel. You do a sound check. Everything looks like it's gonna work. The band is selling tickets. People are here to see the band. The town is kind of a little full at the moment, but it's not too hard to get around to the market. I'm gonna say nothing too important happens. The night goes kind of smooth, unless y'all want to interact with each other or something specific.
I just want to make a plan for when we meet up with Biggish Eddie, but I can wait until tomorrow.
So
Well,
we're,
But I feel like we're supposed to do this before.
I was gonna say,
the
do we want to
event
meet him?
tonight.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
was thinking too.
And I don't want everyone to show up and just like gang rush him, because like that's stupid. So
And I was
can we-
planning on setting up the stage and studio and everything.
Can
Like,
we
Yeah, it
talk
takes a track a
about-
bit longer.
Can we talk about who is going to meet with Biggish Eddie and how it's not Jelly? Can
Well,
we talk
hold
about
on.
that?
I don't think you understand what I'm good at. And what I'm good at, aside from everything, is getting information from people and
That's great.
understanding if they're lying to me.
That's great. You're great. You can't talk though, because you're really bad at it.
Oh, but you see,
Hmm.
I haven't even tried yet.
Oh.
So what I'm thinking is, I'll go talk to Biggish Ed.
No.
And I'll go with Nova. Because when my speech fails, Nova succeeds. Nova, do the flex. Give him the flex. No? Okay. See, that's why she's great.
We don't know you, and you're not going without one of us.
Which is why we compromise here. Iola, you go with Jelly. I know he looks like a slime ball, no offense. But he can
None
actually...
taken, I am literally a ball of
He's
slime.
literally a ball of slime.
A
but
perfect ball of slime.
He has...
It will be the three of us.
he knows what he's doing, Tets.
He has a
Just
way
the
of
three of us.
talking to
The
people.
end.
That's fine.
He's one of them like stage personalities, and like his personality, his stage can be a little more persuasive, if you know what I mean.
I never know
Right,
what she
you are
means.
a track.
Riley says, "I'll hang back and help 8-Track with her
Yeah,
tech."
that'd be fun.
Thank you.
Riley, Riley knows enough to be at least useful, but sometimes shows a little bit more skill in tech than is expected of them.
And I'm 100% watching all of that and giving her specific tasks to test her
Then-
abilities.
Them.
Oh, she hates that and starts failing them all.
Them, y'all.
Or,
Them.
I'm sorry, they just start failing every single one of them when you start testing them.
Perfect.
They start like rigging things
They're
to
an
make
ass.
you have to fix it.
Perfect.
Ew.
Oh. We totally are playing this game going ring around the rosy, just like
And at the end, everything will be perfectly aligned for the show.
Yeah, meanwhile, like, I'm not paying attention to any of this. I'm just up on stage, just, like, strumming my guitar and singing to the back, and just like, yep, nope, that sounds good. I sound amazing. Fantastic.
every once in a while you just hear, "Hey Toots, hit that string again." That reverberation sounds beautiful.
I know. It's literally perfect.
practically perfect in
No,
every way.
It is hitting the waveform that is legitimately
Exactly.
measurably exact. So the three of you head to the sinkhole. The sinkhole is a juicer bar.
Uh-oh.
Is.
There's a woman out front. She's 5'2" with a juicer harness on and about the size of a brick wall. She's pale skin, and she's got long blonde hair in a very tight bun on top of her head. And she goes, "Oh, what you doing over here at the sinkhole now? What can we do for you today?"
I mean,
I fucking love it.
"Oh, we are in Minnesota."
looking for you, gorgeous. That's what we're doing.
"Oh, you're a flirt, you."
Hmm.
I
We
want
were,
With
to.
those who deserve it.
Oh, oh, well, just to let you know, some of the people in there can get a bit rowdy. So I don't mean to go Irish. I keep trying.
I can't help it. It's so
The
good.
Midwest.
I'm
so
trying to go with
No, an
from
Irish too. Damn.
Bobby's
Oh,
mom.
cheese and bagara.
Yeah, I'm trying to
From the
end
Emerald
on.
Isle.
Are you trying
From
to do like
Bobby's World.
Fargo? Like Fargo,
A little
kinda?
bit.
Or like
Did you ever
don't you
watch
know?
Bobby's World growing up?
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Oh,
yes.
don't you know?
Yeah.
Oh,
Bobby
don't you know?
Generic.
Well,
Mrs.
look at
Generic.
that over there. Man, yeah, you slipped right into Irish, huh?
You did.
Damn.
Yeah,
Good.
it's very easy.
I'm trying it. It's really hard to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. So
Good.
just watch yourselves in there. You know, people are friendly, but you know, a
A
bit
little too
high
friendly.
strung.
Ah, fair.
All right, and you go in, and
Oh,
the
I'm totally
sinkhole,
gonna pass her my number as I walk by.
absolutely puts it into her phone. And she says,
Smooth.
"You know, I don't have long, so every night's an adventure."
Because she's gonna fucking die soon.
And she knows it.
Oh my god!
Oh, I should have been a juicer. What fun. Every day's an adventure.
true.
Oh, shit.
In this bar, you see this bar is
You're gonna juice the
this sinkhole
juicer.
is deeper than you thought.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not that sorry though.
No, you're not. It's so good. though. I'm sorry.
Just ring them out.
So in this bar, there is literally a huge betting scene and a pit where people are playing what is called Juicer Murder Ball.
Oh my god! Of course
It's
they
not
are.
entirely unlike it's not
Rollerball?
entirely unlike Quidditch, except the ball occasionally explodes with spikes,
Yes.
Yo.
and no one's flying unless they jump off the side and like leap completely across the arena.
Oh my
It
god! I
makes-
haven't seen Murder Ball in forever. This is amazing.
There's the betting is fast and furious. There's all
Is
kinds
it-
of people up in the
It's
upper
not
rings.
too fast or too furious, is it?
Oh, it's 4 fast, 4 furious.
Oh, shit.
It's F9 furious.
Oh, fuck.
Vin Diesel
think-
has a brother, y'all.
We are
What?
Tokyo drifting off topic here, people.
So you're
I
in
hate
this
this.
place and you see a guy.
Yeah, Jelly does not fit in here at all.
Oh, no. Betting? Are you kidding
No, not
me?
the betting.
I'm
The
all
vibe.
over it.
The vibe
Oh,
of the whole place.
Biker bar?
No, it's not a biker. It's more intense
Yeah.
than a biker bar.
I would like to...
There
Oh,
are people
God.
living
I
for
would
it
like
literally
to,
today.
As I'm my amoeba form, as
Oh
I
my
kind
God,
of
yes.
go amongst the crowd, seeing what everybody looks like, I'm gonna morph myself into like a big bulky blob man and just start walking around like oh okay, this is the root. Like I just changed to whatever. I'm all bullshit, so it's just I bullshit
It's
into
so
a big.
good.
Dude,
big guy.
ectoplasm's fun, isn't it?
Yeah, that is pretty great. Just but still Hawaiian shirt and fedora hat.
So
Yep.
good.
You make your way through this place. It's crowded. It's active. There are people literally throwing glasses and breaking them. There is a bar fight started, and people just like kind of move out of the way and start taking bets.
So
but
Nova,
it-
do you just not like talking ever?
I talk when it's necessary. Is
Okay.
it necessary now?
Like Eeyore, but beautiful.
I don't see why not. there's juicer murder ball going on. We're gonna meet with Big Shetty. We have a concert tonight. Why wouldn't you want to talk?
We have things to do,
We're doing them.
so let's do them.
I would like to
It
look
is
for
like the
biggest Eddie.
teenage. It's the teenage side. Just like the. Fine.
She's so angsty.
I forget. Iola is very young.
Yeah, she's like 16 or 17 right now. Like young. But y'all don't know that. You think she's older.
Yeah, because it's hard to judge the age of
Fairies and stuff.
fairies
Mhm.
Gotcha.
and the growth rate. So
Oh, maybe
you-
she's 50. I can't remember. Anyway, yeah.
there's a number of what are called juicer wannabes in the bar, which are people who want to act like they're going to become juicers, but just don't have the
Gumption.
Chutzpah.
gumption. Yeah.
Oh, it's, yeah.
They don't want to commit to that 5-year death sentence.
Yeah, ooh.
Yeah. It's also expensive procedure, and you generally have to do something for the first 3 years
Mhm.
to get to afford it. So when you are in your fresh peak, you are used up by whatever mercenary company you signed up with.
It's a good
Un-
business.
For the mercenary company.
Yep.
There is,
I
however,
gotta get in
over
on that.
in one corner, the bar, you see a dark-skinned man who looks like a big built guy who keeps himself very well, but he has scars on his neck and he has scars on his arms. He's wearing a tank top, and you can see there used to be something on his chest.
Like a juicer harness?
Yes, he is a detoxed juicer, but
Oh,
he
shit.
keeps in shape. It's one of the rare detox juicers that hasn't given into depression or wanting to relive their old life and hasn't had too bad of a side effects from the detox process. He used to be Super Eddie. They used to call him Super Eddie.
Now he's Big Eddie. I like
Now he's
it.
Big-ish Eddie.
Big-ish Eddie.
Yeah.
All right. Then, seeing Eddie, what kind of a mood is he in?
He's in an okay mood. He's always very aware of everything around him. It seems he's a little paranoid, but
Okay.
Living
Then I am going to
any kind of life in this world makes you paranoid.
Then I'm going to approach in. First, I'm going to tell them, hang back. Try not to keep too close of an eye on him. And if I need you, I'll let you know. And I'm going to approach him in broad, not even trying to sneak up on him or anything. I'm just going to walk up.
You really think Iola's gonna go with that?
I don't care what you do, kid.
Yeah, Iola, you clearly don't listen, but you.
No. I'm gonna just sidle up to him on the other side and just get a drink.
He says, "I've been told to expect a bunch of goo."
Why? I believe that's me. And this goo is happy to meet you. Biggish Eddie,
That's me.
I'm Jelly Slimefeld. Pleasure to meet you.
He just nods,
Mm.
looking at your pseudopod extended to shake.
I with my hands this way, my fingers go the other way and grab a drink off the table. So tell me, Biggish Eddie, what information you got for me?
I've I used to be employed by Lazo Corp. We had a disagreement over their tactics, and I got regimented back down. Okay, they just detoxed me. I
Right.
was working
Okay,
for them.
that's good.
They were the ones that paid for the procedure.
Mhm.
There was an incident. They detoxed me, so I'm not a
They
big
repoed
fan.
their equipment.
Yeah, it's their
Mm.
equipment. So I still got friends on the inside. They tell me that there's something coming up in a couple of days that's gonna, they say, revolutionize some of the juicer tech. Sounds like a bunch of crap to me. But they say a bunch of other things too. I just happen to know if you really want to get them out of town, I can get them out of town. I'm already being paid to do that. So you don't have to worry about paying me.
And you're getting what out of town? The juicers?
Some of their security.
That is
Can't do
a
all of it.
tempting offer. That's
They're
fine.
not idiots. They got a little bit of magic. They got a little bit of tech.
Magic, tech.
They got
good.
a little bit of, I don't know, some old Neiman stuff.
Really?
That's what it said. That's what they bragged about. But
do you know where they might keep blueprints of their building?
no blueprints of that building exist. But I can tell you where I've been in that building, and it's damn near everywhere.
I'm gonna
All
take
right.
Are there napkins?
He has a notebook.
And then I'm just gonna lean over and say, if you write it down, if you draw it out for me, I can
Yeah.
remember.
He draws a. It is a 5-story building. The top floor is executive offices. The 4th floor is mostly business. The 3rd floor is most of the labs and secured areas. The 2nd floor is the lesser secured labs. The 1st floor is reception and storage. And there's at least 2 basements of storage.
And he's gonna draw this out for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use Total Recall and see
Okay,
if I
go
can
for it.
remember it really well.
Spend that ISB.
That's a 1.
Oh,
Okay,
you just
so-
do it. I thought.
Yeah.
Don't you?
No, you have to roll for it. It's percentages.
No. That's if you try to recall something and you're out of ISB, then you have to roll for it.
Oh.
Total recall
It
is
says,
fucking
it says
weird.
roll percentile to see how much is retained, is what my stuff says.
Isn't
Right,
a one super good though?
Yes, a
Yeah,
One's
the
one.
one's
super good.
amazing.
You will never have a problem recalling this entire conversation for the rest of your life,
Yay.
including the people around you. If
Of
for some
course.
reason you need to think of a guy in this bar at the moment, you will remember exactly what they're carrying. Kind of recall.
I got it.
Good.
He has shown that there is no fire plan, like fire escape plan. The executives do have magic powers, but are also 9 to 5ers, or I'm sorry, 11 to 3ers
Of course.
with a 2-hour lunch.
Of course.
The executives are executives. There will be people in the building if you go at night. If you go in the day, it's going to be busier. But you tell him if you want to go in the day or the night. He's assuming night.
What about early morning?
So at sunrise, completely possible.
Dawn, like right before,
Yeah, in the
like small hours, like 2 a.m.
yeah. I hate 2 a.m. Well, I like 2 a.m. I hate 4 a.m. 4 a.m. shouldn't exist.
Agreed. We just skipped right to 5. I agree.
But I'm still trying to.
Now the security
through
works in
nights.
shifts, I assume, correct?
Yeah. Generally, at least 3. 1 Delphi juicer and 2 others. I can distract the Delphi juicer and at least one of the others. They'll probably leave one behind.
All right, I think we can handle that. And aside from juicers, did they have ordinary security?
They got mercs. They got turrets. They got some wards. They got
Good to know.
gas. They got lasers.
They have gas.
Yeah.
Interesting. Gas to put you to sleep or gas to kill you?
I don't know. I just saw large tubes that said inert gas.
Were they connected to the ventilation system?
I don't know. I don't think so, but I don't know.
That probably would be. That means there might be good ventilation in the building. All right, so we have a pretty good idea of what the building may look like, and I will definitely take you up on the offer of getting rid of a few of those security guys if you could. And is there anything inside the building that you may want? Maybe for a little extra chatter?
I will give you 10 credits to take a shit on Otis Hartman's desk.
Deal. I don't even have to think about that
Do
one.
you shit?
Did you? Yeah.
You could
Oh.
leave behind a pile of biomaterial.
And it will smell. By
Anything
God.
that is filtered out, yeah.
By God, it will smell.
Why do you think you guys are convertible?
Oh God.
The smell. Think of the smell.
I really
He's
don't
a
want to think of the
giant
smell.
blob of just organic fucking goo.
Ah, I'm so grossed out right now.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I have to change out the leopard print cloth seats all the
I
time.
don't need to know that.
I-
I
I
don't.
can't even.
need
I don't even want to think
know.
about how many leopards have died just to reupholster my car. Probably about 200. But it's fine. They're rift leopards. They have 2 heads. Anyway,
I don't care about your car.
huh? Oh, I just get lost talking sometimes. So, Biggish Eddie, you want me to take a shit on the desk? That's fine. That's all well and good. And you were saying that there's no people there at night, or
There are
less
people
there at night?
around, but a lot fewer.
Hmm. Okay.
We're not on an equinox, so some of the magic people won't be there late at night.
All right. And do you know exactly where in the building what we are looking for is?
I don't know exactly what you're looking for, and I don't want to.
Ah, understood. Wasn't sure how much you
Something
knew.
under something very
Don't-
important. Where would they keep it?
Now, the labs, if they're working on it in the labs, if they're not working on it, maybe in the basements. If one of the people think it's a trophy, they might keep it on 5.
5 basement or labs. All right. Good to know. Well then. Thank you, Biggish Eddie. Kevin, I would like to roll. He doesn't. To me, Evan doesn't seem like he's lying to me, but I would like to make sure that what he is saying is on the up and up, and he can actually do what he says he's going to be able to do, which is get rid of those security.
All right. Roll that d20 to see if he's on the up.
Okay. +2 is a 9, 10.
He gets a -2, and he's mostly honest.
There's something there.
He might know what you're looking for. He is 90% sure that he can get the Delphi juicer away and one of the other juicers,
Okay.
but there is a little doubt in his mind that
May I do telepathy?
sure. Does he get a save versus? He doesn't think he's being read, so he doesn't really get a save. Right?
No, it's surface thoughts.
Yeah. So his surface thoughts are like, oh, this new guy. Well, I definitely can get the Delphi juicer. I know that if I set a bomb on his partner's car, he'll sense it and go to take care of it. But I don't know if he'll call for backup or not.
But no fucking Biggish Eddie's not too bright.
Biggish Eddie's not looking for this bomb to kill anybody. Biggish Eddie is looking for this bomb to trigger a psychic danger sense for a loved one.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a reliable way of getting a psychic
No, that's
off the
pretty
game.
smart, actually.
Yeah. It wasn't his idea. He was told to do this. And this might get you 2 juicers. This might not get you 2 juicers out of there. Also, he knows the juicers there, and they are psychos. They are people who are all about killing, but are basically strapped to this company for the next year. And when they are no longer employed by this company, they are freelance, and it's going to be bad. But they are dangerous.
Okay. Now,
Their name, that is the Humphreys twins.
the Humphrey twins?
Yeah. Which only Nova gets.
Oh, okay. Did you, Nova, were you gonna chase down that and start talking to him, or you want me to?
Is it time to talk? Is there a need to talk?
I don't want to step on your gig.
Has Jelly and Nova ever communicated telepathically before? Is it?
I'd
Can
say
you-
most
Can
likely.
you send me messages into my head?
Mm-hmm.
Then yeah, probably. I mean, why wouldn't we? It seems like a really good way to communicate as a heist group.
So that's what Nova does.
gives
So
him the
that
information.
partnered with what I get. You know, I like that. I'm thinking. I'm thinking maybe you'll be able to get rid of these guys. Maybe. But if there's any kind of problem, or if you're not able to get rid of them, I'm thinking maybe we can come up with some sort of creative solution. The two guys working there, they're juicers, right? So they're probably pretty
Well, the three of them are juicers, but one of them's a psychic juicer.
a psychic juicer. Gotcha. So to get rid of the two wackadoos, perhaps we just need to give them something soft and squishy to chew on. And for the psychic, maybe we give them a reason to leave. Maybe something. How far is the psychic's range? Do you know?
I'm not sure about psychic juicers as much as I know. If I paint a target, they'll have to respond.
Yep. But let's say that target is halfway across the city.
They'll know.
Good. That's perfect. So that bing pings. They start going at the same time that the two goons get their chew toy or something to piss them off and distract them. And then maybe we have our out. Now, you seem tough enough, or you might know some guys who are tough enough to take a few licks from a couple of psychotic juicers.
You're in a juicer bar.
Yep.
You're looking for someone to take some hits. You'll find someone here.
But I don't know them like you do. And I'm thinking maybe you can get someone, that the kind of person I'm looking for, that can distract those boys and get them out of there.
What kind of what kind of credits you putting out?
I don't want to spend any money.
Good luck.
I'll think of something.
Iola's
You've
just
been
gonna
very helpful.
reach out with her finger while they're talking and touch him so that he knows. And she's going to
Me?
not you,
Okay.
Big Eddie. She's going to telepathically send to him, do you know what it looks like?
The building? I don't
No.
know.
thing.
He honestly does not know what you're there for.
Okay. I'm just going to send the name of it. It was the Azure something.
Eye.
The Azure
Eye.
Eye. He doesn't know what Azure means.
Blue.
Oh, there was something called the the Windows lab? No, the IBM lab.
Did you ever see it? This is all like,
No, but the door was painted blue for some reason.
all right, thanks.
It's on 3. I'm going to try to forget that.
Oh, need help?
His eyes grow really big. Alcohol generally does the trick.
Fine. Whatever he's having. 2.
And he'll drink with you the rest of the night. All right. It is 9:30 right now. We're going to take a quick break, and then we will come back into the concert action and go from there. So, thank you for joining us. We want to say thank you to our major donors. It is a certain someone named Michelle, Capjack.
Imagine who that is.
She's right down there.
Over there for me.
Is it Don? I know he goes by. I don't know what name he preferred to be called
think-
out.
I thought
Jago.
it was the one. I thought it was on the Patreon. That was the name that they preferred.
Oh,
They go by Jago sometimes online, but you will see their name and highlighted during the break.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I believe it's Nerdy Teddy too.
Yes.
Yes, great friend Nerdy
Jack,
Teddy.
Donald, Nerdy, and
Donald,
Michelle.
that's it.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
wonderful
thank you
people.
all. And to our wonderful sponsor, Roll20, who does an amazing job of keeping things organized for us, or in the game thing. The person who keeps things most organized for us is, in fact, Fox. All right, and, well, Kate. All right. So, thank you. We will be back soon, and we'll see you then.
Us today. If you get a second during break, you should check out one of our amazing sponsors. We're now proudly sponsored by Roll20, the best virtual tabletop for all your role-playing needs. Over 4 million people use Roll20's virtual tabletop to power their favorite games. And with more modules than you can shake a stick at on their new revamped storefront, you'll definitely find something for your group to enjoy. Sign up today by clicking the link below or heading to roll20.net/start/WTTP. Tabletop Loot is an amazing place to get your dice bags, dice boxes, and more. And now you can get 15% off your purchase at tabletoploot.com by using the code WTTPDICE at checkout. Tabletop Loot. Your party starts here. While you're at it, check out our so awesome merch store, So Nerdware. So Nerdware is the place to find all your Welcome to the Party merch and other amazing stuff too. Head on over to sonerdware.com and use the code WELCOME at checkout to get 10% off your next purchase. So Nerdware. It's what the nerds wear. Devin Rue, the amazing mistress of maps, has kindly supported the channel since the beginning and provides graphics for many of our streams. Head on over to rueinc.com to check out some of the best fantasy cartography on the web. Our Patreon supports the creators and producers of the channel by providing Roll20 subscriptions, cost coverage for video hosting, and more. If you want to support the channel while getting podcasts a week early, gaming articles that are published on Patreon first, a shout out during our break, and more, head on over to patreon.com/welcomepartyrpg and throw us a buck or $5. And last, but certainly not least, help out the party. Subs and bits not only support the stream, but also every 500 bits or a tier 1 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a reroll or system equivalent, and every 1000 bits or tier 2 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a crit or system equivalent. Thanks again for hanging out with us today. The game will be back in just a few minutes.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
The group we're playing an alternate game tonight where we are in Iola's past, discovering stuff about things and stuff. No major discoveries have happened yet, except that Iola has worked with a crew of a kind of traveling show of thieves,
Ne'er-do-wells.
ne'er-do-wells,
Yeah.
who sometimes take side jobs after their performances. Now, the performance, we're just gonna shoot ahead to the performance. You got information from Biggish Eddie about how he plans to distract the Delphi juicer that works at the Lazil Corporation as a guard, and will help you gave you an outline of the building and roughly a couple pieces of information about the building.
And I have a plan for the two knuckleheads.
Yeah. All right. So I think I'm just gonna forward to the concert.
Okay.
Okay.
Lumia, I take it you get everything ready. You do your
Oh yeah,
pre-show.
absolutely. It's yeah. While 8-Track and Riley were getting stuff set up, I was going through and realizing like, oh wait, I sent Iola off. Shit. I hope she knows these 3 chords. Let's tape it to the floor. There we go. She'll figure it out.
These 3 chords.
Yep.
Yep.
And then yeah, like when
Is
Nova
it
comes,
rock? Is it punk? Punk.
it's these 3.
No,
Just
like the
follow.
style of music that you do.
Oh, yeah, we're a rock band, right?
You tell me.
Yes, absolutely. I was looking at my other bandmates here. I'm getting, one of them stuck their tongue out. Yes, we are a rock and roll band. We're coming to your town. We're here to party down. Anyway, yeah, as
Party
Nova comes
down
in,
at your town.
as Nova comes in, I find the bass that we've set aside, just throw it out. It's like, here you go. We're gonna need you to play that. But yeah, that is the kind of energy I'd love to see out of you, Nova.
You all know your parts. All right. So, does anyone want to give me a performance check?
Sure.
I mean, I have
Use-
guitar.
Go for it.
I don't
Any
know if
kind
that
of
would be something that I would
performance
do or
skills.
not, but
You're. I think you would run the board.
yeah. Well, I didn't know if
Okay.
that would be a performance.
Okay, how good of a guitarist do I actually have to be for this? Because I think I also have dance, and I think I would be flying and slashing and all of that. So
So you get to
Question.
subtract 10 from your number when you roll it. So roll your number and then subtract 10 from it.
Okay.
Because you're putting on a show of flying around too.
No. Oh,
You
well,
subtract 10, it's almost good.
It's
You're a
almost
little
good.
distracted. You don't know the part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
we didn't practice.
It's good enough for punk rock.
you start to step in, or start to dance around. I just kind of step in front of you, lean into the crowd a little bit. So
Lumia, are you using any other skills while you perform?
yeah, a couple actually. In fact, as the crew comes back, it occurs to me she's a little bit taller, which is weird. You probably just chalk it up to oh, she's wearing 3 inches of heels right now. Huh, that's pretty intense. But she's actually taller as well. And her outfit's completely changed. It's this leather bustier thing now, and she's got tight leather pants on. And yeah, lights occasionally shooting out of my guitar, which is pretty rad during the show. That kind of stuff. And it just sounds really weirdly good. It's not plugged into any amplifiers, but it's an electric guitar, and it sounds really good.
The crowd is totally into it. They are loving Lumia.
So there's my guitar. Do you also want me to roll
You're
for
good.
sing?
That was
okay.
That was good enough.
Fantastic.
All right. So the show is a good success. It isn't your greatest show ever. You've had better performances, but it is a great show. The audience was all about it, and their faces have been mostly melted.
As we get to the end of it, I just reach into the crowd to whatever woman is up in the front row, and I just grab her and one-handed pull her on stage and just make out,
Okay.
and then throw her back into the crowd.
Crowd surfs.
Oh, the crowd goes
surf
freaking
and just
crazy.
and she just crowd surfs back.
Yeah, the crowd goes freaking crazy.
Completely loses her place in where she was.
Oh,
there
yeah.
are juicers at the front acting as bouncers as well. So after that, some of the other attendees start trying to like get up on stage, and the juicers have to like rush. At some
yeah.
point, you see one woman like get up onto the railing and look like she's about to jump, before she just gets flying tackled by a blur that when they land turns out to have been a juicer.
Is she okay?
She's having the time of her life.
And then she got hit by a human truck.
Yeah,
It's part of the show, Jelly. This is what
Oh
people
no, Jelly
come to
doesn't
these
care.
for.
This is
okay.
Evan. Jelly's
Oh.
sitting there like doing something else. He's like
Like,
doing
Johnny
coke in the
taking money.
green room or something. I
He's
don't know.
practicing a
what he's
stand-up
doing.
routine.
Could I actually be? He's
One
a
of the
fine.
openers?
No, he's not. He
Fuck
doesn't
no.
perform. He's a fine connoisseur of vape. So
Oh
could I
my
be
God.
vaping in the green room and like making vape circles with the
Vape
smoke?
clouds. Are you blowing fat clouds? Yes, you can blow fat.
Wait,
Good.
but are
I'm
you like
blowing
a,
fat clouds. Now the kind of
What is
vape
it?
that
Is
I'm.
it
Well, I demanded Sweet Colombian Bam Bam vape. Did they get me my Sweet Colombian Bam Bam vape?
No one knows what the hell that is, but it is some weird flavor that someone has written that on.
it's like a Sharpie?
That is in masking tape in Sharpie on the side of the bottle.
Like, I feel
It's-
like
It's
As
not
you-
bad.
As
It's
the
not
masking
bad.
tape wears off, it's just formaldehyde. You are perfectly fine.
Can it
I
please
feel
just be
bad.
that you're in like blob form and it's just stuck in the middle and it's just like expanding and contracting?
Well, so I could just like fill a
like
cavity
the
and
raw paint colors for a little bit.
then like a huge cloud. I'm keeping some of this vape for later.
I feel like A-Track would have known he'd be doing that and put up like a camera in the green room, and it's just like taking the smoke clouds and morphing it and using it on the screens as like the morph background.
Oh, God.
Question I have to
So
ask,
the
though.
background screen is Jelly Slimefeld as an amoeba breathing vape.
Okay, but I have a question for you that's
Like,
really important.
Kaleidoscope version.
Has he changed his outfit to a fanny pack and a backwards hat?
Why?
Never mind.
No, then the answer is no.
No.
He didn't bro it up.
No.
You haven't
no,
seen that
no, he
video?
didn't
You
bro it
make
up.
me so sad sometimes.
He doesn't even have his hat or his Hawaiian shirt. He's completely naked, just laying
Yes.
on the couch.
That was my question. Thank you.
Ah,
Thank you.
That
sweet
kind of
Colombian
performance has
Bam
been
Bam.
outlawed in 4 territories.
What has?
That kind of performance is outlawed in 4 territories, and this show is extremely risque.
But they are loving it. Like
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
the few amoeba ladies in the crowd
There
are
are
like, damn.
There's not a single other amoeba you've ever met on this planet.
But trust me,
Damn it.
someone in the
Actually,
crowd
that's
is
probably
into
good.
this.
That's probably good.
Somebody
for
in
me.
the crowd is totally into this, though. You know they
100%.
are.
Def- you know there's a couple of people
Oh,
in the
yeah.
crowd.
They're not even listening to performance. They're just like, look at that. This is exactly my thing.
I didn't know this was
Vape-
my thing.
Vape and
Now.
all.
But it is. It's
This
my
is my
We
thing.
do like green room stuff the entire whenever we're normally on road or something. You probably have no idea that you're on the big screen right now.
He has
He
no
doesn't
idea
get a cut of this. He does not get a cut of this. You don't. A-Track this between you and me and Nova.
You've been selling my likeness on the internet. Like after the show, you guys have your own like room that people come in like, hey, do you guys get more videos of that? Yeah, you want the amoeba
Oh,
guy?
yeah, no, we're good. We're good.
Give me.
It's
Does he
just
have
at
the
the merch
smoke?
table.
He's got the smoke.
Yeah, it's at the merch table.
It's good.
See, like,
Skelly has
Extra
no
if you-
idea about this.
It's extra if you want sound.
All right. So
Whatever. I look good.
your performance goes off without many hitches.
fun.
It is a raucous show. It's great. Are you doing it tonight? Or are you waiting a day?
Thought we were gonna do it in the morning.
Is it the same like 24
what it
hour
means, like-
period, or are you
yeah.
waiting?
When
at
does the
24
show
Wait.
get done?
The show gets done at like 12:30.
Yeah, probably
Well,
should do it now. Because
We have to wait until the city clears out, don't we?
Yeah, I thought that was the whole thing. Is that the next
Didn't we
day?
have to
of
wait
this-
for the city to clear out? Because that was the
Yeah.
next day.
Yeah.
So we'll probably do it tomorrow night.
That was the original thought, but
Okay.
Yeah.
if you want to move up the timeline, you can. So the next day, the city does
How
empty.
else am I gonna do an
out.
encore? Come on.
Yeah, so the show goes until like 1:32.
and then we party it up the rest of the night.
Yes, it's a blast. Riley, you've never seen Riley have this much kind of fun. It seems like they're a little
Riley's
more...
having fun. They never have fun.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're like, they seem to have something on their mind, but
Can I pull them aside out of the hearing of people? How would I know?
it's just,
Never
you know,
know,
you see a
honey.
friend, you're like, oh, you're partying hard. Hmm.
Listen,
Oh.
I'll give you this, Iola. Lumia's got like 3 other women right now. You're fine. There, she's distracted.
I mean,
Okay.
I have the whole place rigged, but
Oh,
whether
I'm
I
not
do
going to say
anything
something
about it or not-
inside. Are you ridiculous? I don't trust you at all. At all.
I mean, you're not wrong necessarily.
I'm going to grab Riley before they get totally shit-faced.
Yeah, so that you pull them out onto a...
Now let's go take
porch.
a walk.
Okay.
What's up?
It's just like, is this what we're... Is this it? Like, this is awesome, but is it important?
What is what important?
It's... You know, like, when I first saw you, I was like, she's got something. She's going to be something. And, like, I was right, but, like... Am I something?
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Really? You have to ask me that?
Like, the war's gonna come. It's like, it's terrifying and it's
Yeah.
exciting,
Yeah.
and like, it's more than just taken from people for myself.
Yeah. That's why we've been working for Malik. You think we're actually going to give this to, like, Cherish?
I don't know. I was thinking we'd just take it straight to Malik, but I don't know that the others like that.
Don't give a
And-
fuck.
Yeah, you're right.
They pass through. They don't understand what it's like being in Tolkien. They don't understand what we gotta have to fight for. They don't care that the coalition's coming.
Yeah. Sometimes it feels like nobody cares.
Yeah, I know.
And they look up at the sky and are just like quiet for a moment. Like, it's so big, the world, and so full of things. It's just you and me down here.
Yeah, and we're gonna make it through this war. We're gonna win. We're gonna send them running.
The war, like, we can show... yeah. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, we'll show them.
yeah,
Like, step into Tolkien, it's just dumb.
right?
But, like, it's a bigger calling. Like, I kind of want it, and I'm kind of scared of it.
Yeah. Iola's like, kind of gets it. Doesn't really. She young. She's just excited about it. She's like, yeah. But I wouldn't be anywhere without you, so you better not be like running away or anything, right?
The only one who can ever find me is you.
That's fair.
And I'm never going to run away from you.
Iola will kind of do like a side hug because all Riley likes. They're not a very touchy-feely person, but Iola is, so she's like, okay.
Yeah. But that is the... Riley leans into it a little bit and then breaks out.
And then,
It feels like you've comforted them to an extent.
and then Iola's like, so, plan C, right? We get it. I go tiny. We run. We're out. Leave them in our dust.
We could drop him some payment.
That's fine. We can pay him something. I don't care. Or we could make a fake one.
We don't know what it looks like.
Well, when we get it.
You know, if you gave me a week, I could build pretty much. I could forge it, but
Yeah, fair. Fine. This is what we do. We get it. We'll play it by ear. But I'll switch it out for some creds.
cool. Malik will definitely pay us better than that Cherish dude.
Yeah.
And if Cherish doesn't like it, he can talk to Malik.
Yep. I figure I'll let that be between them.
All right. Cool. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Always together. And then we do a
Always.
weird ass handshake that we always do.
Yeah.
Not good. It's really bad.
It's dorky.
It's super
Straight up
dorky.
But you both act like it's the most meaningful thing in the world.
And the coolest thing ever. It's like, and it's so dumb. But we think it's the coolest thing ever.
All right. That night wraps up unless someone has something big they want to. Cool. The next day, things are quieting down. You officially leave the town, but then come immediately right back in so that it is shown that you have left town. And this day goes as you planned. Things are being amassed. Technologies are being prepared. Atrax spends part of the day building a certain rig that will be used to open part of the building. Yeah. So,
Iola's gonna spend time finding out who's good at walking unseen.
Like among our group?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, how many of you can walk unseen? How many of you are good at getting in and out without being noticed? Like, those are the kind of questions Iola wants to know.
By normal people, I can be difficult to spot, but magic, I can't. I don't really have any defense against that.
Question. And I'm looking at Iola, and I pull my guitar around and kind of just like set it face up on the floor. Can you get this into a place? Then I can get anywhere you need me to get. I sling it back up on my shoulder.
I move through things.
Do you move through things unseen?
Do I?
not completely.
I'm just trying to get
Partially.
everybody's strengths and weaknesses here.
But
so we have
you're
an idea.
excellent at stealth. You're excellent at
Yes.
prowl while doing it. You get a better prowl, but there's always a chance someone will see what looks like a ghostly form.
I can do floral arrangements.
Can you? I don't remember hitting that button. Apparently
Welcome
I
to
did.
Rifts. Sometimes there's flowers.
Floral arrangements 30 plus 3.
That is
I,
not.
sometimes
That is
have messed
not a
up
fucking
the-
skill.
It is.
It's a skill.
It super is.
This guy was on crack when he was making this game. What is that?
No,
Floral
there's-
arrangements. What is he
There is a
doing?
thing. It's a thing.
It's a thing.
They worked a.
Florists
Like-
exist, Evan.
I think
Wha-
it's from Mystic China, probably.
Probably.
That
I-
surprised me.
I suspect it comes out of Asia, yeah.
Most,
Oh, like it was a part of like a DLC pack.
Get
basically, that they
disguise.
made.
That's always fun.
It's fine.
Do you go in,
Do forge.
8-track? Like, do you go in, or do you just work from outside, hacking into the building? And
Oh, I do whatever I need to do, really. It just depends on what's necessary. Now, see, I can do things like disguising, or I could do things like telling y'all what to do to make things work more smoothly, like video game stuff. You know what I mean?
yeah, but do you need to go into the building to do this?
Sometimes there are air-gapped systems that require a more
Okay.
hands-on touch.
That's what I need to know.
It just depends on what you need and where we're going.
Because, like, you're not a very quiet person.
Oh, honey, I can be quiet if I need to be. I just don't normally need to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
she's got a few screws loose, but believe me, she is
No, that's
worth it.
fair. I
Oh
believe it.
no, honey, this is just the most fun thing I can think of. I have different, vocal modulations as well.
Cool.
Don't forget, I'm practically an animatronic.
An animatronic.
Practically.
Practically.
I still got my sensitive side, right? Huh?
It makes a
Right.
yeah.
Ugh. My jelly quivers. Ugh.
All right. Well,
Riley's
I'm really good at taking
Was that
things.
excitement?
No. I fear it.
I fear
Riley,
that.
some things mankind was not meant to know. Yeah, like when he does that.
Well, if we want to get your guitar in there, Lumia, what we can do is I could simply be a delivery man, or Iola, you could be Iola. You're a pixie,
I'm half fairy.
half fairy.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is maybe what we could do is we could deliver. Let's say we have the guitar and it's in a box. Can you get small enough to fit in the same box? Like, can you get as small as a bug?
Yes, number one. But number two, if you got a box for the guitar, it's not going to be much bigger than me.
Does it have to
So you
be
can't get smaller than a bug?
I can get small as a bug. Yeah.
Okay, so if you get in there, get inside of the guitar, I put the guitar in a box. I deliver the box. Here's your box. They take it. I slip off to a different room and get into
A
the
different
building a different
room?
way.
Oh, you're gonna ooze
Oh,
it.
there's always opportunities.
gonna ooze it.
Nova, you're able to simply walk through walls.
Yes.
So we get Nova in the building as, I don't know, a janitor, maintenance, something of that nature. I'm sure we can steal a uniform, no problem. Nova's already in the building. Bing, bang, boom. When everything goes off, Nova can slip past. Meanwhile, 8-Track, you're giving us the down low and trying to hack into their automated security. That's really what I don't think any of us can really handle the automated security except for you. But when it comes to any magical defenses, I need you, Iola, in the building.
Yeah.
Now that does leave. What's this person's name again? Riley?
Riley's with me.
Right,
I
Riley.
need to get into the heart of it.
Yes,
It's gonna be
you're
in a
the
box.
safe crack.
We know it's gonna be in a safe. I can crack it.
Now, Riley, what are your infiltration abilities?
Quiet.
Hmm.
Smart.
Okay, but no phasing, no shrinking, no becoming goo.
I'm-
Anything I can do, Riley can do.
Really? So you can get small?
Yes.
Perfect. Then I can deliver the whole package. I can just be the delivery man. They're looking at me. They're dealing with me. I'm good at talking. I talk you guys into the building. I get you set aside somewhere. Bada bing, bada boom. Then you start splitting out. Worst case scenario, I can be a distraction of sorts while you all make your way.
I mean,
Oh.
technically, you're already the distraction.
I know, my devilish good looks makes me very distracting.
Yeah, we'll go with that
I
one.
squish my hand through my face.
Ah!
I probably should also
And
mention.
then my baby was the scary one.
I should probably also mention I can look like literally anyone. By the way,
Oh, that's cool.
slipped my mind.
That's exciting.
It's
It's really
yes.
fun.
Yeah, but will they be able to see that with magical defenses? That's
What?
the thing that I'm worried about.
What
Oh no,
are you?
I'll look exactly like
What are
I-
you?
I know, but
Lumia.
No, but like, I've never seen anybody like you.
Welcome
Like
to
what?
Rift, honey.
No. But I've seen a lot. I live in Tolkien. I've never seen anybody like you. I've seen people like the rest of you. Kind of
You-
the amoeba guy, not quite.
really, you've
But,
seen
like,
more of me than
I
you
said
have of
kind of like-
Lumia, who looks
yes.
just like an ordinary person.
No, not if she can do what she says she can do.
No.
Are you a shapeshifter?
No, I tend to only take one form. It's just that I can look like anything I want. So you have seen me, or rather seen something like me every day. That because I saw your guitar and you're skilled enough with it. It's okay. I understand. But
Fair, it's not my like first love.
to be honest, I'm just Lumia, baby. Like, I don't really know what happened that fateful night in 1969, Stonehenge. And some kind of hole in the sky opened up, and this magical energy, like, poured out of it. And then I bring the guitar back around and set it again in front of you, into me.
So you're this, the guitar.
This is all me, baby.
That's fucking badass.
Ain't it though?
You don't know the half of it.
All right.
I may have an idea.
I mean, I can shrink the guitar too.
You don't
The
shrink the
that's
guitar,
guitar.
I don't think can be affected
If
directly.
it's on me, I can't do it with reduced self.
No,
The
it
guitar's
counts as
weird.
a separate being.
Special
That's
guitar.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah. It is itself a person.
That's fair.
Guys.
Fair and valid.
I can breed dogs. Sorry. I'm looking at
Where
myself.
are you getting these skills? You don't have these skills.
I can breed dogs.
You're just looking at the complete skill
I've
list.
raised 200 dogs for this exact moment. Go, my babies. Feast on their flesh.
Do you? Is there
Anyway,
a check mark
I'm
next
trying
to
to
breed
figure
dogs?
out what I can do for the upcoming battle, and I'm just looking at the different things. And
Kevin,
all
you,
on
you
your main
accidentally
character sheet.
created her as the demigod character that she can do everything. You accidentally created a Mary Sue in Riffs.
I created so many of those. All right.
So how about this plan? Okay. If you can look like anything, Lumia.
Anything in any bun.
Anything and anyone. You carry the box carrying both the guitar and Iola and Riley.
No problem.
You get into the building. While you're into the building delivering this, you probably have to take it to some sort of loading dock or something. You can arrive with a truck or something of that nature. As you do, in order to keep people from looking too close, I enter the building and as, I don't know, some sort of important fucking CEO or something, I start yelling a bunch of gobbledygook nonsense and demand to see their so-and-so. I can play rich if I need to.
At 2 a.m, Riley says. That might be seen a little differently. We can do this late in the evening. We can do it in the afternoon.
Fine.
No, what
It's
do we think? Do it in the afternoon?
Sure, if you're gonna do some.
We don't have to.
pony show.
We can go straight hardcore infiltration and
Hang
cut
on.
through windows.
Dude,
I'm
Jelly,
just trying to think of a way
You're
that
super
we will...
gooey, right? Like,
I'm super gooey.
couldn't we just like shoot you
Go
like
in.
through, like
Yes.
yeah, like a tube or something?
Well, yeah, absolutely.
I get
Well,
inside.
that was
I
my
go to-
plan for once I get past security, I squish into a vent somewhere. But yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, I could like through a loading dock or something. I could just like once I can get access into there, I can let people in.
So
there it's
what we do, what Riley and I do, is we crack safes and we make things disappear as they leave. We'll have it on us. I'm just really good at making things disappear. Got it? Okay.
Sure.
Make
Everybody
things
to know the
invisible.
plan. It is not visible. Okay. Just making sure.
Sure.
You would know about concealment, I'm assuming.
It is a spell. Most people don't know a ton about spells.
Oh, that's fair.
I can see everything along every conceivable wavelength of light and energy. Nothing is invisible to me ever.
But there is a spell called concealment, which pocket dimensions a thing.
Yep.
Ah, that would be different. Yes,
You
All
could
right.
see that there was a dimensional tear there.
but yeah.
Then how about you simply make a delivery? Lumia, Nova, you two are sitting in the front of the truck. You were the delivery people. 8-track, you're in the back of the truck with as much equipment as you might need.
Oh, I love
They simply, Nova, you simply walk in with the package. You meet whoever you got to meet. They hand it off. Lumia, you disappear. Nova, walk through a wall. 8-track, lock yourself down and start jacking into the system.
I can do that, boss.
All right.
Okay.
So we're going to jump ahead. Boom, boom, boom. Everything is set up. Nova, is everyone cool with this plan? Cool. I don't think anyone has any strong objections.
Here for it.
You're moving in with this plan. Everybody is set. Riley doesn't exactly love being shrunk down, but they will put up with it because it's part of the plan. Riley has a backpack full of tools with them, including C4, etc.
I have a backpack too, including gas masks for both myself and Riley.
Yes. So everyone's got gas masks. The correct uniforms have been equipped. You've been briefed on personnel that have been seen coming and going from the building. It is late evening, just after things would have, like, the people leaving for the day are all gone. It's about 7, we'll say. You come in with the delivery of a guitar to a foyer. Who's carrying it? Was it Nova?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Nova, you walk in, and there is a secretary at the desk. It goes, hello? Can we help you?
Delivery.
To whom?
Look on the tag.
You have a name for one of the people up top.
Blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
You were an actor
Sir Blah Blah
before,
Blah
didn't you know?
is actually
Sir blah blah. Yeah, that's his actual name.
Sir Blah Blah Blah. I
Blah,
can.
blah, blah.
I'll. Excuse me. I'm gonna call his secretary very quickly.
It's 100% Jelly Slimefeld's cousin. Twice removed.
A-Track, can you hop into that call?
All right, give me a computer hacking roll to get into their system.
Now that I know I don't have 50 million things, I don't know which ones are actually mine.
All right, go to the front page. The tab will say character sheet,
Okay. Yes.
and then you will see OCC skills.
OCC skills. Skills. Okay, OCC skills.
And then
are
just look down that list. Scroll down if you have to.
much smaller.
When it's not literally every skill in the game, yeah.
You can zoom in too if it's too small.
Related skills.
It would be under your related skills, I believe. Computer hacking, and then roll a D100 and get under 45.
Computer hacking.
Just give me the D100 roll. 95. So your first attempt hits a hard firewall. It appears that you need to get something or someone inside the building where you didn't think you needed to. The package kind of gets put on a side desk while a phone call is made upstairs.
Did we make it so that there's a space that we can get out of it here?
There is a false bottom in the guitar case that you can escape from.
We're gonna.
Now,
do
you're
that.
both about 6 inches tall, right?
Yeah.
It looks like a knot in the
Oh,
wood.
I think 6 inches. Yeah.
So you've got to get either 8-track or some kind of relay into the building and into their computer system.
So wait, we're all in that box. Me, the computer, Riley, and Iola. Right?
What do you
That
mean the
was
computer?
I mean the guitar.
I
Yeah.
didn't put you. Oh, we're
Well,
all in this
I'm in
box.
the
Jelly
box because-
Slimefeld can.
Oh, that can ooze. That's fair.
Well, he's.
But
whatever.
can we
Yes.
say that I oozed from outside the building into the building, closer to where I need to be with whatever device A-Track needs me to be in there with?
Okay,
like,
give me
hacking
some kind
device?
of prowl check or some kind of.
I also have concealment.
Well, I will
so
say,
I don't.
I have Machine Ghost, but I'm not sure.
Machine Ghost requires you to touch a computer to
Yeah.
interact with it.
Yes.
I do have an idea here, actually. But quick question. So I'm a little confused on the plan. Am I corporeal right now, or am I just the guitar?
Just the guitar, from what I understand.
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
I thought there would be people at the loading dock, so you're just the guitar if Nova was able to get into the building.
I have
Well,
forgery. Do they have little key name tag thingies to say who they are and
Absolutely, and you can see that name and.
okay, can I somebody who just went on either break or out for the day?
Yeah.
I'd like to take their name.
All right, Simmons, Jane Simmons.
Jane
has
Simmons.
left. Jane,
Sweet.
you print yourself up an ID for them.
Oh yeah. And then I don't it was on my long list. It's not on this list.
I got a 14 for my sneak. I just rolled a D100 because I
Yeah,
don't have a.
That's what you should do. That's exactly what I
cool.
want you to do every time you're going to roll skill. All
So
right, so
I've
you.
got concealment. Can I use that to change out of the or not change, but make up over the bionic parts?
Well, you have a bionic disguise system.
Okay, yeah.
So you just change your face.
Okay.
Yeah. But Jelly Seinfeld, you are in the loading dock. You squeeze through a gap that is clearly through a rat hole. You are inside the building, but unfortunately, you have left your fedora and shirt behind.
I can't squeeze those through.
Not the fedora, maybe
That's
the shirt,
fine.
but it
That's
take a while.
fine. That's fine. It's okay. I leave them neatly folded.
You are in the loading dock. There's a couple of people around. No trucks moving. There's like 2 maintenance workers and a security guy with his feet up on the desk.
Okay.
What
Am
you
I
doing?
able to make my way through the pipes, further up the building with the device, so I can get to? I just want to leave the device in a pipe, so that it can start doing what 8-track needs it to do in an
Okay.
area that's like is so small that they're like, how did anybody even get in here?
Yeah, so you do at some point you find pipes and the air vents. You're going through the air vents because the pipes are all a sealed system.
That's fine.
You make your way through the air vents until you come to the 3rd floor, where you see there are literal lasers in the air vents. However, you
one's
find
ever
an
tried this
unoccupied
before,
office
before.
on the 2nd floor where you can drop in and connect her remote module to the computer network.
I drip my goo out of the vent with the device and onto the back
Sponsored
of
by
a computer.
Nickelodeon.
Onto the back of a computer.
So grossed out
and then
now.
spit back up.
Yeah. The 3rd floor does seem like they have taken a lot of protections for.
3rd floor is pretty heavily stacked with some automated security. 8-track, do you think you can intercept that call? Hack in? Can you change your voice to being the secretary's voice and intercept the call? Make sure everything is a-okay.
Oh, honey, that'll be a breeze.
Roll
Okay.
surveillance systems under your
We'll
skills.
see if it's actually a breeze or not. That's a D100 again.
Yeah.
Where'd it go?
So just roll a D100 and I'll tell you.
Iola and Riley, if you guys want
32,
to
you're
start
definitely gonna
hopping
make it.
out.
We already have.
You are effectively into the system. You can intercept this phone call and take the place of the secretary that is supposed to come down for this thing.
Okay. So it like does one of those like ring once, ring twice, and then cuts off like they like on the actual like secretary thing, like they decided to hang up, but
Yeah.
Hello, this is the front desk. How may I help you?
This is the front desk. How may I help
True,
you?
you got that wrong.
Yeah.
You go Mr. Blablah's office.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're the other
That's secretary. I
Yes, you're that secretary.
Yeah.
8-track, what the fuck?
We're very good at
shit, my
crimes.
bad.
Those of you in the front, Nova, you see a person wearing thick, bulbous kind of armor and a huge headpiece and has juicer things in their neck come just tearing through the front lobby and directly out the doors. And
I
I've
want-
got a roll
I do
second.
feel like I need to say that I've cast mind block on myself.
Yeah.
And all of that stuff too. Mind block, and I think I have.
All right. Chasing them, you see a guy with short hair in like dedicated spikes. Like each one is specifically in like a neon green blue that changes colors back and forth. Another juicer come tearing after following.
Okay.
They're all like cybernetic stuff, so I could like tap into what he's thinking.
No, you can't tap into the juicers. Now you have your plan is working so far. You've got the secretary is now convinced that she needs to send the case that she just got upstairs.
Well, then we'll stay in it. We won't leave it unless if it's
Put on a mail cart.
I do want to keep an eye on the whatever's happening running out, if that's possible.
It's easy to predict that was the 2 juicers being distracted by your friend, by
Oh, gotcha.
Biggish Eddie.
Eddie.
Gotcha.
So,
I'll relay that to the group just in case they didn't see it or whatnot.
Good
Biggest
news.
doing
That's good.
part of the deal.
looking on the security cameras, you do see that the other juicer is on the 3rd floor.
Good. Now, Iola and Riley, are you going to the 3rd floor, the CEO offices, or the basement? I think you guys should hit the basement because that's where I think a Probably some
No.
of the heftier safes might
We're
be.
going to the 3rd floor. That's where it is.
It's on the 3rd floor?
Oh yeah.
When did we learn that it was on the 3rd floor? Did I miss that?
Yeah.
Me as Evan, not me as Jelly.
No.
Or as both.
It
Did I
seems-
miss that?
Biggish Eddie indicated that there was a weird thing, a weird blue door on the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
Like it's
To me, not to
Okay.
Jelly.
yeah.
No problem.
So Iola just seems
When you
to
guys-
magically know.
When you guys get up there, I'll be able to help out. Just give me a couple seconds to get rid of that.
Well, I figured what we'd do is, head up to the 5th floor, get a pass so that we can walk through the 3rd floor unseen, and do it that way.
How will the juicer not see you?
Well, Lumia can look like anybody, right?
It's true.
That's true.
There you go.
The box is brought all the way up to 5th, handed to a secretary who looks confused as hell, and puts it against the side of her desk.
Wait, I could sound like Mr. Blub Blub too, and just be like, "Hey, when you get the box."
Well, you know he's not in his office, but you can do something to. How would you get the secretary away from her desk if you have control over the electronics?
I would let her know that she has a fax coming in the fax room, in the other room, and that she would need to wait for it to come in.
Alert pops up on her computer. Incoming fax must be
Yeah.
retrieved at fax machine. Eyes only. Secret.
Secret.
Secret. I've got a
Secret.
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 I've
Yeah,
got a
probably
secret.
like going through all of her like personal, like, does she have a lover and all that kind of stuff. Just
She has a rich life with her cats.
oh yeah.
Oh, honey.
So the cat
Good,
sitter
good
at
for her.
home is sending her pictures of her cats on the fax machine.
She goes, ooh, I wondered what that machine was for. And runs
It's for
over,
cat pictures.
and you are printing pictures of her cats.
Okay, as soon as she's out, I'm gonna
Yeah.
get out, resize myself and Riley.
Okay. Riley's like, Riley does not like being tiny.
Yeah, and grab the guitar and move into the office.
You open.
Ooh.
Listen,
The
as
guitar
soon as you lay
case-
hands on it, like I
No,
materialize.
the guitar case, like
Yeah.
so that you're wherever you're supposed to be.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
look-
bring it into Blah Blah's office. You open it, and
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
Whoop.
Open. Let's go.
Okay, let's check this office. And so I was just gonna start looking through the office for any kind of identification. of
Roll
what it
20.
looks like. Roll a d20.
I would also like to help with this. Should I roll as well?
Roll a d20 on d20 or on a roll 20.
What specific? See, here's the thing with Lumia is Lumia can look at the office pretty much all at once.
Oh God, that's true.
Roll a d20 as well, but you'll have much lower
7. Meh.
7. You don't find anything specifically. You don't
Oh,
find an
son
ID
of a
badge.
gun.
What did?
I rolled a hot 1.
Oof.
So apparently I'm too
Um,
busy distracted rematerializing myself.
Yeah. Lumia takes a moment and sees some kind of weird crystal on the desk that actually feels like it's starting to pull you into it. Make a save versus magic.
Oh dear. Moment while I see if I've got any bonuses for that. It's a d20, right?
Yep.
Boom. So that's 23.
23. You start to feel some kind of weird energy trap that you have seen one of these before, and you have heard that there is a race of beings that use them to replicate themselves. But it's an extremely rare substance that, like, when hit with the right magic spell, would cause an immense amount of darkness and pull in all outside energy. It has not been hit with this magic. You've just felt it pulling you.
Yeah, no.
But you have managed to not get
sucked into a horrible jewel prison.
Black hole jewel.
Yeah. Okay, professional tip. Don't touch that.
Why?
That is an evil trap thing. I don't know. It's weird. It's like it's some kind of like black hole sucky it's an energy being thing. Just trust me on this one. But that is not fun time candy for stealing. That is a trap
I
right there, and it's
want
magical.
it.
cool. Okay.
But if you could just like
I didn't say that out
Focus in.
loud.
So we're on
That's
a
just
time
my inner
monologue.
monologue.
Oh, okay.
Time's a ticking.
Could me and Nova be checking the basement then?
Nova, yes. What are you doing, Nova? Do you go out and then down through the walls?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
Jelly, it's easy to get down to the basement. Down in the basements, there's
okay.
a lot of old stuff, old boxes, old reports, old computers. There's a ton of archival information. You even see a couple of crates with some older TechnoWizard devices in it that seem to be somewhat faulty or drained of power.
You said there's files?
Yeah.
Is there anything in here that I don't know, I can't remember what this corporation does, but is there anything in here that looks like it could be particularly expensive later, either via blackmail or interesting like can I roll a D100 to like perception or investigation some
Yeah,
like
give
cool
me a
shit?
D100 to rifle
This-
through looking for stuff.
Yeah, this is just like extra shit to line his pockets essentially.
Yeah.
For later, you know.
Nova,
Retirement.
are you doing the
Ugh.
same thing? Are you helping him do
Nope.
that, or?
I got a 98. As bad as it could have gotten.
I mean, I'm probably
Yes, I
helping
can.
from like surveillance stuff to see if there's any, like, if I could
There's
get like
not a ton of cameras in the basement. You can't really help them there.
no, like,
I
there
was
be,
wondering
like,
if you could
records
help
for the
us.
warehouse stuff.
What's that? 8-track?
Oh, would there be like records for like, since you said it was a warehouse, would there be like records of what's in the warehouse or?
There is some rough records, but there's definitely very inconsistent records on the second sub-basement where Nova and Jelly Slimefeld have ended up.
Well, that's a convenient coinky dink.
So, Nova,
A-track. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I can help.
Yes, honey.
Better.
Waiting for them to do their thing.
yeah, give me a percentile roll and see. We'll see what you
I
get.
got a 46.
All right, that's enough to find there is a connection in here that concerns you indirectly. You see that there is a faction within the Lazel Corp that does business with a part of the black market, but it is a very unsavory part of the black market. One of the dark magic parts of it. Lazel is not as up and up as they seem. They seem like just another corporation that produces goods, but they produce it and send it off to places that are known for bad people.
That's really good.
And that's a bit of information. Do you share that information with anyone?
Never mind.
If it's just me and Jelly.
Yeah.
You know, I like dealing in information. I think we can use this ourselves.
You show it to me?
Yeah.
Huh. I think maybe that's a good thing to keep in our pockets for a rainy day. I think they'll pay a lot to get this information back out of our hands. I mean, they definitely try to kill us because it's easier. But if we're smart, we could make a mint with that. Good catch.
All right, back up top.
I'm like, A-track, can you send us a picture of Mr. Blah, blah, blah?
Oh, honey.
Is at all possible? And maybe some kind of thing that could pass as a badge?
Blah blah blah's got pictures of himself shaking people's hands on his office.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
But,
When I see
Staring
him?
directly at the camera.
Yeah.
While he's doing it.
And 8-track, you can help them print out using the 3D printer in his office, fabricate a ID for him.
Okay.
Yep. I think he should look like that.
Let me see.
You turn around as you say that. I already like, Mr.
Nice.
Blah blah blah. Yes, I think I can handle that. And blah blah blah.
It sounds about right, honey. Good
That would
job.
be super helpful. I wish I could do that. But I'm just
Yeah.
going to make us invisible.
Oh, thank God.
Riley and I invisible.
You're the printer in his office. And there's right about now. Beep. Laminated and everything, honey.
Oh, thank you, my dear. Blah 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 blah. Very good, very good.
As you
He just
Could
goes
he be
around
like-
there.
Can he please be a pudgy Grackletooth?
I
He is
really
a
want that.
pudgy-
Yes. So good.
Yeah.
Sure,
Yes.
he's the most pudgy, calmest Grackletooth anyone has ever
Wait,
met.
there's a different race that are just like Grackletooth, but they're pudgy and lazy.
Those
you
are the
remember-
Larmax, but he's not a
Larmax.
Larmac.
Oh, yes.
He's just a pudgy,
Well done.
He's a pudgy Grackletooth.
pudgy Grackletooth. He doesn't fight much. A lot of Grackletooths prefer to fight, but he is
No, no, no.
would
Does he have
rather
a
other
pipe
people
in his
fight.
mouth?
He does not. There is a picture of him with a pipe. All right. As you make your way out of the office, you open the door, and there is the secretary jumps with a start.
Oh, hello, secretary. Blah blah blah. I'll just be.
Mr. Blah blah blah. I thought you had.
Oh, I.
Is he a Pokemon? Why does he say his own last name?
It's fun. Fuck off.
Why not?
Give me any kind of disguise or deception skills. Do you have anything?
I do. Yeah. I'm just looking for the number on it. I have impersonation at Oh my god! Please stop telling me that this sheet has errors. 62. I'm gonna roll a d20. Or
the sheet is
300.
riddled with errors. Sorry.
Boom.
I like whisper in the name of the secretary in your ear.
So I rolled 65 over 62. Yes, secretary. I had a thing today, but now I don't. Now I'm here again, and now I'll just be leaving. Thank you. I'm on my way. Blah, 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 blah.
He gets a weird look, but doesn't stop you. But sits down at her computer and starts typing out an email to Mr. Blow.
I mean, I'm also holding like a big bright pink guitar. It's like, oh, so.
That is true. You are holding.
I could have concealed that for you, but no, I can't because you're a being. Nope, I can't. Never mind.
The guitar is a person.
Fuck.
This is that dope guitar I've been waiting for.
Just off to my guitar lessons. Very good.
So you make it down through the 5th floor onto 4 easily. You run into a couple of people in the hallway just having a chat, and you make it past them, blah, blah, blahing. You get down to 3, and this is where you swipe Mr. Blah, blah, blah's badge, and it does not do anything.
We've got a slight problem, A-Track.
No,
Card's not
Riley
working.
says, this is me. Riley pulls out a little box, puts it over the lock, gets tools out, starts applying them to the wires, and is going to lockpick this door without setting off the alarm. Let me find my dice roller.
I also like to delete the email. Like, she sent it, and I just deleted it.
You're just like,
I mean, you rolled a nice
That's
number.
nice.
yeah,
Super
so,
nice.
I rolled,
It's a nice
Riley
roll.
rolls a 69, and it goes nice. And
The door says nice. You get it?
the door opens most of the way, but then seems to lock open.
Can I help though, because I've got pick locks as well, or not?
This was a locksmithing. It's a little different.
So okay, that's different. I don't have that.
Is there
Yeah.
any Nova's not anywhere near like a computer or anything, is she?
There are computer terminals in the basement.
Because she has telemechanics.
That's
and-
very useful. What are you trying to do with it? Well, the 3rd floor is specifically security isolated from the other terminals.
If Nova can, if I can perhaps make sure like there no one's catching on that something's up.
That's more of A-Track's department. The thing is, I think you'd be good at going up there and getting into the computer system on the 3rd floor, because it is
Okay.
air gapped and there's no access to 8-Track to it. 8-Track's kind of handling the building.
So is there a way for me
You-
to just go to get up there?
There's stairs, and there is the uniform you have
Mm-hmm.
of an employee.
I'll meet you up there.
And the
Good.
thing is, if people see you beyond a door that they think you know, that you need an ID to get through, they'll assume you're supposed to be there.
Yep.
So you make your way up to 3.
Mm-hmm.
A quick question, just for
Yes.
planning purposes. Nova, are you good at hurting people?
Yes.
Are you better at like sneaky, let's get away?
Sneaky, but if I need to hurt someone, I hurt someone.
Okay, just in case, because the 3rd floor is where Big Boy is. So I'll be there. I'll be with you, but beating people up, I'm a ball of goo. So there's not much I can do, but I'll do my best.
All right. So you've made yourselves. Do you also make your way up to the 3rd floor, Jelly?
I do. I reverse flush myself up the vent.
Gross.
So gross.
It is the greatest noise the world's ever
Plenty
known.
of metamorphs yet, sir. Good job.
I'm just looking at some things.
Reverse pooping. Very good.
Pooping back and forth forever.
Ah!
Forever.
Forever.
What is this
So-
voice?
You
Sean Connery.
I don't know why.
all right? So you are pretty much all on three. We're gonna have 8-track 8-tracks in charge of the rest of the building and has it handled. So the three of you are on three. There's a pathway ahead of you. It seems that there are on the floor there are lines, one of which is blue, one of which is orange, one of which is red, and one of which is yellow.
Which one do they take?
Which line do you start following?
None of those are blue. That's not helpful.
Well, one of them was blue. The
One
first
is blue.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misheard. One of them is blue. That seems helpful.
Well, aren't we looking for something that is blue?
Or something that's called blue.
Behind
And a
the
door
blue
that's blue. That's a good
so,
point.
Yeah.
Would I know anything about this with the layout of the like a
No, the third floor.
or anything?
Okay, but I have it recalled in my mind, his map. Did
Yes.
he tell me where that door was?
He had said it was on the third floor.
Because he
Uh,
mapped out the building for me.
Just
but he
follow
not...
the blue line.
Okay.
Yeah,
what I thought.
Nova is just
I love it. Yeah.
blue,
Yeah.
blue. This is they're humans.
DM moments.
Please.
Just follow.
Nova is just like blue. We
Okay,
follow
we're
the
following
blue.
the blue line. All right.
All right, you move along the blue line. You come to a
Follow the
area
blue.
where they start to branch off from each other, and there is a secure desk and a pretty much a last security checkpoint with a person behind it walking in very fast circles.
Big person.
Yes, he is wiry. He's got spikes that are red and purple instead of blue and green.
He's on the third floor, right?
Yes,
Are we all on the third floor right
Hey,
now?
we're all together, aren't we?
Mhm.
except for 8-track, who's got control of the rest of the building.
Yeah.
And we're
Okay.
and Riley and I are invisible.
Yes, literally invisible. Nova's dressed like an employee. Jelly Slime, you can be small. And Lumia looks like blah blah blah.
Well, so are we? Do we need me to distract this guy, or are we slurping our way past him?
What's your plan?
Well, I was just gonna real
Go.
quick just roll up on this dude like, excellent. I just need to get through here and make
Go.
a call
Okay.
it."
Here's what I'm gonna say. Do that. Nova, be in position underneath him, or in the wall right next to him. Either way, I want you to be able to pop out behind him if you need to.
Is there
And I
any
don't know,
way?
stab him in the back of the head.
Is there any way I
Whatever
could
you
use
do.
deadened sentence as a thing?
Deadened
this-
senses won't completely make him like it will slow his reaction time. Does he get a save?
Well,
versus
that's
deadened
important because juicers are fast as fuck, right?
That's their
says
whole thing.
minus
They're
minus one
fast
to
as fucking
save.
strong as hell.
All right.
Yeah.
Now he has a +8 against psychic, against mind control,
Of
Ooh,
course,
man, being a
he
juicer's
does.
cool.
because his brain
Briefly.
is literally operating fast. So
For 5 years.
you attempt
Yeah.
this on him. You don't think he'll know you attempted it from a distance, but it doesn't seem like it's affecting him.
Okay.
All right, Lumia, you're up.
Hmm.
Well, then, sir, I guess.
Yes,
swipe in.
yes. I'm just here to pass on through. This is my entourage. They are no concern of yours.
Wha-
Yes,
My
sir.
entourage. I don't think anyone's there that they can
Wait,
see.
no, I
He's
thought-
already there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought Jelly and Nova were with me, and you two were
No.
invisible. I
No.
know, but
Hidden.
oh,
I want to be in
okay.
a vent near, like,
Got it.
probably like in the ceiling somewhere, so I could like.
I can.
We're
be,
ready to
I can
pounce
be,
if we need to.
Got it.
I can be solid. So you like.
Can you
feel
make
like
the swipe card work though, Nova? Since you know like hacking stuff.
Well, so here's the thing. I can also just talk to this guy. I can, like, if he asks me to swipe my
Mhm.
card, I'll swipe it. I'll just keep talking to him, and then you can, like, go behind him or whatever and bonk this guy on the head. So, yes, I'm going to continue to chat with this fellow. It's just, here's my security clearance. It'll clear through. I just need to take
He's
this
firmly
beautiful
focused
guitar
on
inside.
Mr. Blah blah blah.
It's this damned machines never seem to work.
Is the door
Can-
behind him locked?
The door in front of him
Oh, in front
is
of him.
locked. He's on the other side of class.
Can I use telemechanics then?
Go ahead. And what are you
Beautiful
You're
skill. It really is. It's so much fun.
walking up, touching the door?
Yeah. Whatever. Is there something controlling it? Can I?
There
tell?
is a mechanism controlling the door. You use
So-
telemechanics to get into it. You kind of close your eyes and start falling forward a little because it makes you pass out somewhat. But it's a
Mhm.
quick enough operation that you trigger this lock next time Mr. Blah 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 goes to swipe the card. He goes, huh, that's okay.
Ah, well, just dirty contacts, old chum. Yes,
Yeah,
clearly. So.
yeah, sure. Great,
Yep.
sir.
You push your way in, and we're going to sneak behind you
Yeah.
around him.
I'm just gonna take a
not-
very long time, like, oh, move through
Yeah.
the door, just like, oh, my shoe's untied a moment, just hold the door, please. Blah, blah, blah.
He does seem to hear something very briefly. He looks around, and let me just do a thing real quick, and does not seem to follow up on it. It sounds like he could hear some people walking and noticed some weird things, but isn't gonna do anything about it, unfortunately.
Yeah, the only thing I can do to mask that is way too loud.
Is there any like elevator music just playing in the room?
No.
No, on the third floor, everything is kept quiet. So you get to the blue lab, and on the door it says IBM Deep Blue Thought Lab.
I'd like to keep my eyes on the rest of the building to make sure them juicers don't come back or anything like that.
Gotcha.
Because they're kind of going in line now. So
A
There's
moment
another
before
door
you.
in front of you. Riley, there's no one in this hallway though. Riley takes another couple of minutes and sets up a thing here. And
Real
pops
quick
this
before
door.
Riley pops the door open, can I just like set myself essentially against the door and see if I hear anything like loud and scary on the other side?
You hear the loud hum of a computer.
Okay.
It is a pressurized kind of room where opening the door opens a lock. There is a dedicated fire system. There's the constant hum of a number of servers running
Okay.
extremely hot.
Okay. All right then.
All right. Riley pops the door open easily enough. Inside is just a big, giant bunch of things. There's a bunch of computers.
oh, hook me up, honey.
Yeah, Nova actually is the expert on the scene for computers, though.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the building is pretty much operating as normal. No one's triggered any alarms yet because 8-Track keeps, anytime someone sends out an email, it's like, hey, is something weird happening? That email ends up in someone's spam folder. Nova, do you have any technology skills?
Well, I have computer operation, computer hacking.
Give me a
basic
hacking roll.
That's a 20 under 50.
Nice. So you get over to the computer. You hit the. You know the correct sequence to get around this computer's password. Basically the computer does one thing: open or close. It is currently closed.
Open.
Part of the giant computer just folds open like, and and turns into basically a smaller, tiny box.
Bingo.
Safe, right?
Yeah, the box seems to be just a complete thing. Riley says this has got to be. There's something here. Hold on. Riley takes a moment and studies it, and basically takes some kind of weird like spatula that looks like it's kind of got a weird shimmer to it. She's like, well, actually, Lumia can see that there's a light trap keeping the anyone trying to touch the box would trigger this light alarm.
Which I would
there's-
immediately mention.
Yes. And she goes, "Ooh, well, it'll take me a couple of minutes to get around it with this.
Okay.
Is there anything that Lumia can do? I don't remember.
So here's the thing: I can create illusions on like every conceivable energy length.
Well, then you could create an
they're not
illusion of an
physical.
input where there isn't an input.
Yeah.
Like-
Could give that a shot.
So, yeah.
Illuminate the hand so that it goes through at the same.
Basically, yeah. Like I could trick this thing into thinking that there's light going off where it's kind of supposed to, which looks a lot like. Oh yes, a moment, please. I'll just and
Right.
burn 10 of my 300 PPE.
This
Oh.
is just a power you can do.
Yep,
Right.
it just happens. It's 10 PPE per size in square footage, so it's somewhere between 10 and 20 PPE.
Riley puts
whatever.
their hand in, touches the sides twice, touches the top twice, and then part of the box shifts and changes. That was not magic, what just happened. Riley pulls it out very
Nice.
slowly. And as they pull it completely away from the thing, Riley catches a wire. then they say, this wire isn't supposed to be here. If I let go of this, we're screwed.
Question. Question. Somebody else may have something, but can I take my goo appendage, and the wire is currently caught. It's taut, right? Like it's being pulled, and the minute it gets slack, we're screwed.
Yeah.
Can I take some of my goo, hook almost like a finger around it, stick that end of that finger to one part, stick the other part here, and detach that from myself, leaving a little goo like almost like a spidey web?
You know that won't last more than 3 minutes. It will work, but it will only last 3 minutes.
Can you bypass this, Nova?
Okay.
Can I?
How would you try to bypass this wire?
Well, let's see. I have.
If you can't, that's a good idea.
I do have, I do have, pick locks. It's different.
Do you have any electrical skills?
Basic electronics, basic mechanics.
All right. Because of your background with things like this, I will allow you to use a basic electronics with this.
I have electronical engineer, so if you guys can get it out to me.
We can't.
No, this is getting it out.
Though between Nova's skill and 8-Track's guidance, 8-Track can work Nova through the process.
I got a 3.
Which,
I think that...
Which helps, because 8-Track gives you the basic, statistical rundown of it, and you're like, okay, then I just have to do this. And you loop the wire back into itself so it's connecting its own weird circuit kind of thing. Riley pulls it out, and the box becomes perfectly round, a sphere.
May I remind you all that we are on a time?
Yeah.
I
grab it and I just cast concealment on it.
Gotcha. When you grab it, you feel a weird, rumbling across your fingers, as though 1,000 tiny bumps are hitting your fingers every time you're touching it. The surface of it looks perfectly smooth.
Awkward.
All right, you start to exfiltrate yourself. You make your way past the juicer again. He seems not very bright.
Forgot the things. I'll be right back.
Sir. You make your way out to the third. You start to make your way down the stairs, because no one really stops anyone going out. Places like this. Well, they do, but we're not going to bother with it. 8-Track has enough control over the systems that as you all pass through what would be the security inspection alarms for your exit, 8-Track shuts them down. Boom. All right.
Walk past a camera, give it the finger, it turns off. Hey!
You make your way out. You get back to the van. You've got the thing. Actually, as you're making your way out, Iola, you were passing by a doctor or someone in a lab coat who was headed into that lab. Give me a pickpockets real quick.
It's a success.
All right. As you're passing by them, you brush up against them very briefly, and just your instinct for lifting things takes over. And you reach into their pocket and pull out a cameo with the picture of a woman on it. And on the back, it says, to Martha, love George. And you pocket it.
Yeah. Iola has this. I want you all to know this.
And you all make your way out. Though the next time you look at the locket, it says, to Barbara, love George.
All right, that was a smooth run. Good job, everybody.
Get out of here.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here.
You make your way out of the city. Riley starts to get a little anxious.
Yeah.
You get back to Tolkien. Everyone cool?
Yes.
Baby, I'm always
All right.
cool.
Yeah, where's the package?
Got it. It's hidden. I told you that's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let it go, and then I'll show you the package, and then I'll conceal it again, because we don't want to get found with it.
And Lumia can tell that wasn't an illusion.
Yeah, it's legit.
Damn,
So
I don't know that person. Can I roll?
yeah, give me a 20.
I'm gonna go ahead and give Iola like a little side check. Good job.
Iola, roll a d20 as well. Both.
I got
you,
an 11 plus 2.
I'm rolling
12,
a d20.
13.
Yeah, and add 2 because you're also a thief. Natural
Fuck.
20. So
Shit.
you trust Iola to handle this.
Yeah, it seems like she's on the up and up.
What I do?
Your friend's got a cool jacket.
So Riley,
True.
as you get there, Riley takes you aside real quick, coughs, and there is a hum in the air that seems to cover a small area for a moment when Riley coughs. And it means that there is a loud enough sound to cover up Riley saying, "What are we doing?" And you have like a second to respond before.
I would have already messaged Malik in code saying,
Gotcha.
"Got it, we need out." And then I would say, Malik's on it. Just real quiet under the breath. That's it.
Yeah. Okay, well, Riley's just standing there like, are we... Now, earlier you mentioned wanting to find another buyer?
Yeah, we're running a little low on time, but yeah.
We have
I mean,
someone...
do I have any? Do you?
So, here's
How
the
much
thing.
will they pay for?
10 each.
Yeah.
But
That's
take
what
it
we
or
were gonna
leave it.
get.
Take it right now, please.
I got no problem screwing some guy I don't know and making more money in the
10?
process.
10,000 each?
Yes,
Yeah.
we're all about to get arrested. And then in about 3 hours, you'll be on the street $10,000 richer with all your stuff.
I'm in.
I mean, ain't no prison ever held me anyway.
This one would. But you'll be out. Don't worry.
I got a 10.
All right. Riley...
Yeah, I want to see their... I don't
Riley
know.
gets a 6, so you
All
read them
right.
pretty well. They're honest about this. They are a little nervous about the getting arrested thing. But here's how it breaks down.
Okay.
Tolkien
I'll
Defense
trust them.
Forces surround you guys, pull up with weapons, wands, wizards, and declare you're all under arrest for theft.
It's a shame I'm not there because I'm a guitar.
Yep. Love it.
The guitar and the orb get put into an evidence locker. A bunch of paperwork gets filed into a shredder. A couple hours later,
I mean,
pitch
I would have
black-
told Malik that she's a guitar, so I
Yeah.
think he would know that. Okay.
Yes. The pitch black darkness you've all been stored in that felt weightless, opens up and someone in front of you says, "You're out on bail."
Well, all
And
right.
gather your belongings. And they had all your belongings in a bag, but the bag's got a chip in it that wasn't there before. Now,
I checked the chip. Is it?
the chip is 10,000 credits.
Well, alrighty.
Every one of you gets it. Lumia, you get picked up, carried out, placed in someone's Jeep, and that person then unlocks the car doors and walks away.
And I just step out. I mean, carrying myself.
Yeah. You pop the trunk, you grab the case. You're out on the street. All of you can head off in your different directions. Riley says, "Hey, that thing was super weird, right?
Yeah.
I think I might know something about it.
Really?
It's just something my parents used to talk about. It was some crap. They like to talk about heritage and how we go all the way back to before the coming of...
I want to hear the story.
It's not much of a story. It's just a list of generational names. They kept it in a book, and I think the book probably burned up with them.
So, Do you not want to share right now? Like, because we're around.
I gotta process it.
That's fine. What's the name?
Yeah, it's not who I am.
No, but what's the name?
I don't use it anymore.
I know. I just want to know what it is.
It's kind of rude.
It's like Iola just looks at Riley and is like, "Really? You know everything about me."
Yeah.
Everything.
The name? Okay.
I'm just interested.
If you ever call me by this name, I swear
I will
to God,
never
I'll cut
call you by this name, I promise.
If you
Oh
ever
my God.
tell anyone about this name, I
I
swear
won't
to God,
tell
I'll cut
anybody
you.
this name.
Buckner. My last name is Buckner.
Okay.
It's real dumb. I hate it.
I'm not gonna tell anybody that. That's why you got my carpenter. I get it.
Buckner.
And that Riley seems a little miffed with you for a while, but eventually
I don't care. We
the
get
two
over
of
it.
you go off and join a bigger cause. Riley it gets caught up in the enthusiasm for the war, and they enlist with fervor. They seem to find meaning in it, even when the missions start getting dark. They get caught up in the propaganda of the Sorcerer's Revenge, and over the time, you leave. Riley
Iola,
does not.
Yeah, Iola stood in front of Riley begging them to leave, and they refused.
And then later you hear that Riley's unit has been crossed off the books. But by that time, you're already out.
Mm.
The rest of you, what do you do with your brief fortune before a war hits and screws everything you plan up?
I move to a big city and probably become a DJ for like a big highfalutin tootin' person.
All right, so you move out west. There's not too many big cities, but there's one called Arsno, which is a pretty techno-wizard heavy city.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty awesome place. There's a lot of nightlife.
Mm-hmm.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So
and I really like become a huge like underground railroad type smuggler kind of
become
person.
an area kind of DJ before you start hearing about smuggling people out of Mexico, which is a cause that you kind of connect with. And you start engaging in that aspect of the black market. Nova, what do you go on to do?
Going somewhere and being monosyllabic.
Yes. I can hide where it's noisy. I think she goes to Merktown.
And
hide in plain sight.
Merktown's hopping. There's always work in Merktown, especially during the war. All right. Nova sets up, gets a sign on a door and a little office where they take jobs. Jelly Slimefeld, what happens to you?
Well, why did you say what happens? Why did you say that? Why didn't you say where do you go? Jelly is gonna go where is there a Rift's version of Vegas?
I mean, there's a town full of
what's the closest
Elvises.
thing I can get?
I mean,
to fucking not that awful, I hate it. a place of this is what I'm thinking, gambling.
Now there's
vice,
a couple of them, but
drugs, crime, more black market, more drugs, more crime.
Nova, after being in Merktown for a while, would contact Jelly.
But Jelly, you end up in a town full of juicers, actually.
Interesting.
What is the name? You end up in a place called Newtown.
Oh,
where, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Where up until 109, it was a great town to live if you loved gambling and fighting, until someone opens up a way to make juicers immortal. And then it all falls apart. And the
Did I
town
make
is
it out?
left rubble.
Did I make it out?
I think we'll leave it as a question if you made it out or not.
Who knows?
Also,
I will tell you this. I can probably survive with just like this much of me.
So you do
You
see
can probably just
literally
like whatever.
from the rubble as coalition bombers rain down missile after missile on this city.
Going as fast as my pink caddy will take me, and then after it explodes, as much as my goo will take me. There's no way from that.
That's
It's carrying as much
Where's
of
that
my drugs and money as I possibly can.
Just like seep out of the remains of the car, and there's just like this big.
so gross. I just can't.
It's just a bunch of drugs in the back of this goo guy.
I am imagining him hauling ass across like desert with his destroyed car exploding war behind him and just crying, holding money and drugs, and just like
There's just a
yourself in like Ziploc plastic bags, and you like take and you like ingest it. It's just like gooing. And
it's all inside me. And
there's like a
it's, like,
coalition
falling out.
sniper that's just like.
Yeah, I think that's fitting. I like
Not
that. We
worth it.
leave that the camera like freeze frames, and it's like we're not sure what happened to Jelly.
yeah, totally. As Jelly was in his years of awesomeness, he'd be getting like telegrams now and then, or like communication now and then of just a new joke, and it was signed.
Oh, could I have my own comedy club in Newtown? And
you
that
opened
was doing
Newtown Laughs.
yes, which is now
the stuff I've been sending you.
it's now nothing but cinders. Like it's gone now, but it was a bumpin' comedy club for a while.
You have
There's
like
just-
a joke book that I sent you.
There's just flyers on the ground for it amid the rubble.
Oh.
Nice, I like that.
Now we have to do
Yeah.
the uprising. So at one point in Tolkien, I think Iola's like walking past an alley or something somewhere, and she hears a voice from that side alley that's just like, "You didn't really think you were gonna get away from me, did you?" And like as she like turns and looks, it's just someone who looks like exactly like her, holding a big pink guitar that just kind of waves and then like flicks over the chip from the deal we got. And as she's walking, she kind of like passes through some shadow. When she comes out the other side, she looks like she did before. And she's just kind of like holding the guitar up on her shoulder and says, "I don't eat, don't sleep, don't need clothing, and I can shoot energy out of my fists. Well, out of my everything, really. I'm multi-talented. But this place looks like rock and roll."
Yeah. Don't look like me again. That's creepy as fuck. But, and then I'll be like, yeah, we could use you. If you want to stay.
We'll see how long this lasts. And, yeah. I hang around Tolkien for a while.
I think,
Nice.
I think Lumia is Iola's first recruit for Malik.
Yeah, I'd see that. But they lose track of each other sometime during the week.
Oh, yeah.
Who knows what happened. So, with that, at some point we zoom back in on Iola standing outside of the Magic Kingdom, staring down at the locket in her hand as it says, as it is now saying, for Elizabeth Lovejohn.
And you just hear her under her breath, like no one's really around. And she just says, "You better be here, Riley. You better fucking be here."
The thing changes once more. Sorry, I'm just gonna get the name of this right. Doo-doo-doo. There we go. It says, Ronnie, to Nancy, love Ronnie. And with that, we'll zoom out.
Took you long enough.
Screw you. How about that?
I love you so much. I'm sorry.
You better.
All right. So, thank you everyone for playing in this weird one offshoot heist game that went as strange as I expected.
It was beautiful.
It was
We
wonderful.
had a jelly amoeba dude
Goo monster.
Yes.
and a guitar.
I'm a guitar.
What do you expect?
I'm a sentient guitar. I was born in Stonehenge.
Iola is literally one of the oddest people of the Iron Riders. Hello beats her for that, but not much. But in this, she's one of the normal ones.
Holy shit, canonically, we now have 2 goo monsters, actually.
Yeah.
It occurs to
We
me.
always have to have a goo monster. Always have to have a cowboy. Always have to have a goo monster, I guess.
Well, not too much cowboy today.
Yeah, that's fair. But we had a goo monster, so.
Oh, I should have had a southern accent.
Nah, it's fine. All right, everybody. Thank you for playing. So we're gonna go around and do our outros. So we're gonna start with 8-Track.
Hello, my name is Maxine Bachman, and I played 8-Track today. You can find me everywhere and pretty much anywhere at That Girl at That Place. And you can find me at www.nerdychicken.ca, where I sell adorable little owlbear dice bags. I will also be going to PAX East here coming up, not this coming weekend, but next weekend. And I will be at the Norse Foundry booth. And there is a chance, I haven't decided yet, that I cosplay Hello. I haven't decided yet, but if I get enough people saying do it, there's
Do
a
it.
possibility that I'll be
Do
doing
it.
Do it, coward.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
I don't
We
want
want
to affect your
pictures.
sales.
Do it and pictures. Yes.
Yep.
thing I'm thinking of is it's like a more medieval style thing, and then I walk in as Hello.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
Sounds good.
We don't
May
care.
or may then, I haven't decided. But a character from this game may be cosplayed sometime during the week. So come find me, get some pictures, tags. We'll do some tags, and yeah, I'm excited to meet everybody.
All right, next we are going to move to Jelly Slimefeld.
Hello, everybody. I am Evan Jennings. I played Jelly Schleimfeld.
Hell yeah, you did.
I am Evan Jennings 64 on the Twitter. I'm Zombie Love Juice on Instagram. And yeah, this was a lot of fun. I'm glad that I got to play Jelly Slimefeld. If you liked Jelly Slimefeld, you can see him as well on 2 different one-shots that I did at my home game, which you can see on YouTube, on the Beyond EMH YouTube channel. That I will bring up in 2 seconds.
I can just put it in there for you.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you
got it.
very
Don't worry about
much.
it.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right,
I got you.
See, you are
Alright.
organized.
Nova.
Hi, I'm Michelle Ely. You can find me on Twitter at Michelle Ely and on the Welcome to the Party Discord. Let's see. I'm here. Yesterday, I actually DM'd my first game for SideQuest. I know
It was
that's
a lot of
available.
fun.
Yes, with
Yay!
Fox.
It was
and-
awesome.
Can't wait for the VOD.
Yeah, and it's available right now on Twitch with VOD, and I'm sure it's going to come out on YouTube eventually. So
In a week.
yeah, in a week. Yeah, so I'm glad everyone had fun. And look, and I got to play a character who really didn't care about anything.
I didn't know. Like, I'm glad you enjoy that because
Yeah.
Crack me up.
It just turns out they're all the same person throughout time. Like, that's going to be the big twist at the end.
They're not.
They're different.
Jofra
kinda.
cares. Zazoro cares too much. Nova just
Cares
like-
not at all.
Yeah.
Doesn't give a fuck.
I was like, oh yeah, I could do this thing. Yeah.
This is what I
Fair.
do. This is what I good at. Okay, you guys do it now.
nice. All right, Iola.
Hi, I'm Kate. I go by me and Midair on the Twitters and Discord, where I hang out sometimes on the Discords. I usually lurk. It's what I do. I love playing with this crew on Tuesday nights, but I also am the GM/creative for our Sunday game, PWN Presents Slaughter. It's at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's fun and silly wrestling. So not only do we got the wrestling, but we also are looking for guest stars. So if you're interested in coming and playing a game with us, there's an announcement in the channel. You can go sign up our form for that. And I make things like this overlay and logos and stuff at this website. So come check it out if you're looking for something like this.
And Lumia.
Hey folks, I remain Fox Barrett at Fox_Barrett on Twitter, where you can find me mostly retweeting streams I'm on, and occasionally saying naughty words. I love saying naughty words on Twitter. I'm in a handful of shows here. I'm on this. I'm on PWN. I'm also the executive producer for SideQuests, our weekly one-shot series every Monday night. And you can find me Wednesday nights over on the Onyx Path channel, twitch.tv/the Onyx Path at 8 o'clock Eastern Time for Hometown Heroes, our Hunter the Vigil 2E pre-release stream. It's very exciting, so come watch that. Or just come over to my Twitter. Whatever. I'm not your dad. Do whatever you want.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you to my players for indulging my last-minute weird idea and the strangeness of it all. And thank you all for watching and sticking with us. Next week, prepare as the group enters the Magic Kingdom and to discover what is the truth behind it.
Copyright law.
All right. I'm Kevin Myers. You can find me on Twitter at @BySonicKevin. I don't tweet much personally, but I retweet things and I care a lot. You can find me on the Discord. Thank you to our sponsors, Row Inc., Tabletop Loot, So Nerdware, and Roll20, all of whom are all those products I personally think are fantastic. And our Discord's a great place to come and have feelings and be a person and respected as a person. As long as you respect other people's personhood.
Hood. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, thank you, everybody. We are
going to raid Dumpstat
Yay.
Charisma.
Dumpstat
So get in that
Charisma.
chat and throw
they open?
happies. But they were when I
Bring
just
out the
checked, so they
boys.
better be. I'm pressing enter. It's happening. We're on this
Alright.
dark and terrible road together. Yeah.
But yeah,
Ready.
thank you, everybody. We'll see you soon. Join us next week. See you tomorrow, maybe. All right.
Bye.
Bye.